side, and your halls of death, sad queen. For I long to rest by my pool of sight, and wrapped in the folds of green. And I saw the Shannon's purple tide go by the Irish town, as I stood in the bridge by young Donald's side, when England's flag went down. And now it lowers when I see the sky, a blood-red curse between. I weep, but it is not to woman's sighs, nor razor Irish green.
Oh, Ireland, says thy lonely soul, and loud beats the winter sea. But sadder and higher the wild waves roll, o'er hearts that break for thee. Yet we shall come to our heartless foes, and the bones in the dust be seen. So Irish maids love none but those who wear the jackets green.
You're listening to the Rebel podcast with Rory Carson. Tá sé bhgéisteach leis an fód cruailí Rebel le Rory McCarson.
Well, good afternoon, folks. It's great to be back here in Rebel Sundays in the hot seat here at Rebel podcast headquarters here in the heart of Lenadoon in West Belfast, in my mother and father's spare room. So thank you very much again for giving us the space for the studio. Folks, yes, myself, Big Ro here, back after a week. I had a great holiday there, so I must say it was well earned, well deserved, and a great week all around in Tenerife there. So this time last week I was sitting in the Highland Paddy bar in 32-degree heat with a lovely pint of freezing cold beer, watching the Celtic game against Livingstone, demolishing them. So yeah, it's great to be home again, folks. Yes, so this is Rebel Sundays on the Rebel podcast. So folks, as usual, if you can please share the stream for me. I just got another wee notification from Facebook this week, more or less saying that my page is definitely on its last legs. So it could go at any minute, which is a bit of a shame. But the problem is now, I'm speaking to Paul as well from Clover during the week. I mean, they have like 20-odd thousand followers on their page. I have like 16,500 on my page. And the way things are at the minute, all of those people who follow the page aren't getting to see the content I'm putting out. I say a vast majority of them aren't, basically because Facebook is trying to silence the content I'm putting out. So folks, I will just says, if you're watching the show, try and log on the official YouTube page, like and hit the subscribe button if you can, and watch the show there, because it means we can reach it out to a lot more people. So folks, if you are watching on Facebook, please share the stream, as many people as you can, any of your friends and family, to your granny, granda, wherever, any of your work colleagues. If you're part of any Celtic groups, Rebel groups, Republican groups, Irish groups at all, share the stream round for me. It'd be much appreciated. If you're watching on Twitter, folks, welcome along. Please share the stream and retweet on Twitter. And if you're watching on YouTube, welcome along, folks. You can basically copy and paste the link from YouTube and just share it around wherever you want, any of your social media pages. And if you're watching the show not live, welcome along. Thank you very much for coming back and tuning into the show, as a lot of people do each week. Usually on a Monday evening or during the day or whatever, or some people watch the show later on a Sunday. So yeah, welcome along. Thank you very much for coming and tuning into the show. This Rebel Sundays, folks. We'll start off here with a great wee tune here from Marty Healy, the great Marty Healy from Derry, who put on a phenomenal show there last week in Madrid, along with Glass Nevin and Chris Carney and Gary Og as well. Phenomenal night. So it was for the crowd from Macara and East Club Raid. So well done, you for putting your very first gig on. far, far away from home. So we're going to a song from the Stories of the Land album, the Shannon Sessions, part of the busy group of CDs that Ronan McDonald and the crowd all put together in Derry there over the last few years. So this is part one, great Christine Moore song, Go Move Shift. Not Rebel, but I think I seen during the week there a story, I was reading it about travellers, about the housing situation with them. And they're getting a lot of grief from some government minister in the south. So this sort of song just sort of struck home. So this is Go Move Shift, folks, on Rebel Sundays from Marty Healy. Here we go.
Born in the middle of the afternoon on the horse-drawn carriage in the old A5. The beats of a wheeler shook me bed. You can't stay here, the policeman said. You better get born in someplace else. Move along, get along, move along, get along. Go, move, shift. Born in the common by a building site where the ground was rotted by the trail of wheels. Local Christian said to me, you'll lower the price of property. You better get born in someplace else. Move along, get along, move along, get along. Go, move, shift. Born in the back of a hawthorn hedge where the black hole frost lay on the ground. No eastern kings came bearing gifts, instead the order came to shift. You better get born in someplace else. Move along, get along, move along, get along. Go, move, shift. The eastern sky was full of stars, and one shone brighter than the rest. The wise men came so stern and strict and brought the orders to evict. You better get born in someplace else. Move along, get along, move along, get along. Go, move, shift. Wagon, tent or trailer born last month, last year in the far off days. Born here or 1,000 miles away, there's always men nearby who'll say, you better get born in someplace else. Move along, get along, move along, get along. Go, move, shift. Move along, get along, move along, get along. Go, move, shift.
Go ahead there, Marty. Near got a bit of Tony Boy Ray coming in there. It was that quick on Spotify. Yes, what was Marty Healy, folks, with Go Move Shift from the Shanachie Sessions. So it was our great album. Go and check it out on Spotify. Yeah, folks, this is Rebel Sundays on the Rebel podcast. Welcome along. Keep saying, share the stream for me. Share the stream. It's vitally important. I want to keep my message on Facebook in particular getting out there to people, because it's obviously Zuckerberg and whoever works for him doesn't want the content I'm getting put out to go out to the massive following that I have on Facebook. Just go to show now, I think on Facebook Live, there's 16 people watching live on Facebook now. 16 out of 16,000 followers, you know what I mean? It just goes to show you that all of the amount of followers I have aren't getting to see the content I'm putting out live or anything, which is an absolute disgrace, I have to say, a bloody disgrace, if you know what I mean. Right, so I wanted to shout out first before we start things off for young Owen McAtee from Portadown, who listens to the show all the time, and he's a brother of Tony McAtee, too, great friend of mine, great friend of the show as well. Of course, the former drummer with the Rising of the Moon. As you all know, Tony. I used to basically slag him animal whenever I've done a few gigs with the lads, and he's just balloon, like, great drummer, so he is, but great guy all round. So there's so Tony's brother Owen McAtee from G Road in Portadown, who listens to the show all the time. Big shout out to him. So cheers for tuning in, Owen. Much appreciated, mate. See, it has to be done. Oh, sorry. Oh, good man, PJ just sent me as well with a big bottle of Buckfast right in front of the TV screen, so I'll get that on the screen here now for you. Right, so we'll do a few shout outs here first, and we'll see who will have listening to the show today. Let's see. Right up first, Joseph McGow is watching today on Facebook. Cheers, Joseph. Marty Heaney, how you doing, Marty? Hope you enjoyed the rock last night there. I have to say, you had rather red lips. That there photograph that Kieran put up. He tends to use this here wee filter he uses whenever he puts photographs up, and it looks like he's wearing lipstick. And it looked like you were wearing lipstick yourself last night as well, mate. Dan Breen, Henry, how you doing, Mucker? What's the crack? Listen today on YouTube. Hail. Neil Costigan, listening today from New York City. Good man yourself. Ray Callahan as well, listening today from Dirty Dublin. How you doing, Ray? What's the crack? John McCauley is watching today on Facebook. Thank you very much. Lee Curry. Hello, everyone. Have a great Rebel Sunday. There's the main man who never stops, just like Big Ange. James Devin McClave. What's the crack, Mucker? Hope you're having a good one today. How'd you on last night? Mick McAdam. All the best from Banbury in Oxfordshire, watching today on Facebook. There's our Celine on. What's crack? Good afternoon, Rory. Loving your photos of your holiday. Yes, it was a great week away. So it was. Sun was just too warm for me, so it was, had to say. But listen, who's going to complain about the sun? I did get a wee sort of siesta most afternoons whenever I may have wanted to go for a wee sleep, so it was an excuse for me to bugger off up to the apartment for a couple of hours. Going to be snooze myself. Ciara Griffin. How you doing, Ciara? Good afternoon, Ro. What's the crack? Joseph says that Martin Doherty is Spirit of Freedom, please. The Moral Drum, Sinn Féin coming. Welcome back, Ro. Hope you enjoyed your well-earned break. Any chance of one of these? Spirit of Freedom live, Martin Doherty, or the Spirit of Freedom, Bobby Sands, Gravaki Road. I'll maybe get that Gravaki Road on yet. There's on YouTube. I'll have a wee look for that one. Not a problem, lads. And don't worry, I'll give you a wee shout out. We're going to be giving 2 tickets away today, folks, for this here gig here. I'm just going to put it on the screen here now for you, so you can see. Great gig here. I'm really happy to be involved in. It's going to be on Sunday the 5th of February next year, folks, at the Carrickdale Hotel. It's the very, very first one being run by the Louth Sinn Féin and the Moral Drum Sinn Féin coming. Break for the Border, Rebel Night. It's going to be a phenomenal evening, folks, of live bands. Coming all the way from County Kerry, Spirit of Freedom from Limerick, Clover Rebel Band, who you know I have a great association with. Liam McDonald, who's coming just up the road from Newry, is going to be playing. And the main man, the GOAT himself, Gary Ogue, I say, is going to be probably the main act of the evening. Plus myself, we row. I'll be doing a few tunes throughout the night, so we'll start and introducing all the bands. And also, yeah, folks, you can get your tickets there. There's a wee scan barcode there. You can see the QR code. If you want to just scan that there, it'll bring you straight to the Eventbrite site. So it will, or just contact the Moral Drum Sinn Féin coming, and they will put you in the lane of how to buy tickets. But I'm going to be giving 2 tickets away for this today, folks. 2 tickets next month and 2 tickets in January as well. So we've got 6 tickets all together to give away. So cheers to the lads for sorting us out with them. We'll give you more information later on. And talking of tickets, folks, as you can see, I've been pushing my gig here not long ago now. A lot of you that are listening today are coming on our big end of year Rebel session for the fans of the Rebel podcast and the Rebel Sunday show. It's going to be on Saturday the 3rd of December in the legendary Rock Bar, the home of the original Rebel Sundays. So doors open at 8 o'clock, folks. There's some tickets on sale behind the bar now. I know there's a lot of them have sold, so there is. So I don't know how many's left. I do have sold some as well. You can buy them from my website. So just send me a wee PM there, or just go to my Big Cartel website. We can see the address is on the wee scroll bar along the bottom of the screen. So just watch out for that there. So yeah, on the night it's going to be Clover, my good friends from Clover, heading up from County Limerick to headline the show. Local lad from West Belfast and James is Kieran Mack. It's going to be starting things off for us. Then myself, Ro, I'll be DJing throughout the night as well. And obviously just doing a bit of whatever, meeting and greeting throughout the evening. So it's going to be great to see ladies. I know ladies are listening today, are coming to the event, so can't wait to see us all. So folks, say there is some tickets still available if you haven't got them yet. It's going to be the last big Rebel night to hit West Belfast. So it is this year. So yeah, and what a venue, the Rock Bar. So hopefully go to see a few of you there. So this is the main flyer here for it. So it is. So you can see there. It's going to be a great gig. Right. So next, so we'll jump in there back a few more comments and see who else we have before we go on with the next song for you. Let's see. Richard O'Callaghan looking for a father's blessing to remember your friend Joe. Maura Burns, how you doing, Maura? Hi, Ro, hope you had a great holiday. Yes, it was great. Thank you very much. Richard says, I can't believe what I was looking at match of the day last night and seen so many Irish players wearing the poppies. I don't remember what they did to us in the north. Well, mate, listen, you know what the crack is. I'm going to do a song actually here next, all about Brendan O'Carroll. Because I just seen the wee thing that Potter Browns posted this morning there. So they did, and it's basically like, I know, like, he's a TV star and stuff, and he sort of has to be seen to be, but he's an Irishman, right? And so I'm going to do this here song next for Brendan O'Carroll. Obviously, you know Mrs. Brown's boys. The Black and Tans actually they murdered his granda in front of his grandmother on Manor Street in Dublin. And he basically went on the Graham Norton show the other night wearing a poppy. And, like, I mean, could he be classed as being a West Brit or what? I don't know. But we're going to do this here song here, actually talking about the Black and Tans. There are a lot of good versions I've heard of this song, but one of the best live versions I have to say I've heard of it is Chris Carney's version. It was recorded live in Potter Browns, and he does a great wee verse later on all about Leo Varadkar. Obviously, because a couple of years ago they were going to officially remember the Black and Tans, which was like, if that had went ahead, it would have been just would have been uproar, I'm sure. So here we go. This is next song of the day. This is Chris Carney, folks, with the Black and Tans, recorded live in Potter Brown's pub in Dublin. And we're going to show you this one for Brendan O'Carroll. I say who the Black and Tans murdered his granda right in front of his granny in Dublin. And he basically went on the Graham Norton show this week with a we always call it a bloodstained poppy. So many people like to make a political statement out of it, but you have to just remember what this poppy represents. See.
Hey, well, here's a requested song called "Come Out You Black and Tans" by many people, and well, the last number of weeks you can see the reason why. There's a last week verse here written by the High Flying Paddies, and I had the pleasure of singing this last verse to the road, so it's dedicated to Leo Varadkar and his cronies and Dáil Éireann. Streets where the later drums beat, there's plenty English speak the water runs, and every single night so when me die will come on tide, he'll bite the neighbours outside with this chorus. So come on out to Black and Tans, come out and fight me like a man. Sure, why you pay what medals down in Flanders, tell her how the IRA made her run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Glashara. Come let us hear you tell how you sung the great part out. Be fought the well and through the persecuted. For our sneers and jeers that should boldly let us hear when our leaders of 16 were executed. So call out to Black and Tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show you why you fight what medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made her run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Glashara. Come tell us how you slew them all down to my tomb. If they tell us they had spears and bows and arrows, and bravely you face one with your 60-pound gun, and you frightened them damn needles to their marrow. So come on out, you Black and Tans, come out and fight me like a man. Straight away, how you want medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made her run like hell away from the green lovely lanes of Glashara. Here's the last verse dedicated to Leo. I can't believe the things I hear, it's still ringing in my ear, that Leo, he has planned a celebration. All our heroes bold and brave will be turning in their graves. Varadkar, you're a traitor to this nation. So come on out, so Black and Tans, come out and fight me like a man. Sure, wait for you at medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you see it? So come on out, you black and tan, come out and fit me like a man. Show your wife how you what medals down in Flanders. There the IRA made to run like hell away from the green and the local lanes of Pillarstrand. Come on, you black and tans.
There you go. Into the bold Chris Carney there, folks. Chris, formerly of Aaron Go Bra, with Community Black and Tans from his cracking album. Go and check it out, folks, on Spotify. So it is Chris Carney live in Patter Brown's in Dublin. And just talking about Patter Brown's, folks, I'm waiting on Aidan to send me a new flyer for this one, but I'll put this one up on the screen now just so you can see it. So the night before the gig, I'm going to be doing in Dundalk here at the Carrickdale, as this one's will be happening as well in the National Stadium in Dublin, folks. So you can get the tickets directly from pratterbrowns.com. So Balfest 4. I've only seen the videos from this gig last year, folks, in the National Stadium. What a show Aidan put on. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So on the night it's going to be headlined by Gary Ogue, and you have Chris Erngo-Bra, who you just heard there, the Irish Brigade full band, and Emer as well with her full band making her debut at the National Stadium with the full band. So if anything, get tickets for that, folks, go directly to patterbrowns.com. Doors open at 5 o'clock, and it's going to be on Saturday the 4th of February next year. So going, I know basically Aidan needs to shift 1,600 tickets for it there. It's a massive venue, so hopefully a few years will be able to get that there. So Aidan, he's been very, very good to the show, folks. Always, whenever anything's needed, he's the first one there that's playing any fountain or whatever. So I'll always give him a wee shout out for any of the gigs he's doing. So also, yep. Right, so up next we're going to do a song here for, obviously, you know, today, folks, we're celebrating 135 years of Celtic FC. Particularly that's who I'm wearing my top today for. And I had a wee PM this morning there from really just all-round nice guy. He's no Mick Chimford. He always starts off his message with a wee yoo-hoo! Yo-ho-ro! Old Chinford here listening in today, mate, celebrating 2 birthdays. My dad, Tommy Scanlon, 101, and Celtic FC, 135 years. So he's looking to play Mick's own song from his album, 12 Dead Good Rebel Songs, that is on Spotify as well if you want to check it out. So it's the first song on the album. It's a song Mick wrote himself called Michael in Paradise. Obviously, it's all about his dad, Tommy, taking him to Paradise to watch Celtic for the very, very first time. It's a great song. So it is. So we're going to put this on now and also put up on the screen just a couple of graphics all about, obviously, Brother Walford and about why Celtic was formed 135 years ago this day, folks. And I still get this in the neck from, I don't know if our Ronan is listening to the brother, but I mean, for somebody to come from such a big, well-known Republican family as ours would be, and the hate that he has for Glasgow Celtic is just, and it's actually serious. It's not even like, oh, he's waiting up, and he actually supports Chelsea, of all teams, I just can't get my head around it at all, so I can't run him. So, but yeah, anytime like Celtic are playing Rangers and he's the first one to put up, but 2 sectarian teams, all this here, blah 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 blah. This coming from a Chelsea fan, like it's see, there you go, folks. That's my daily rant about our running there. So listen, we'll do this one now, folks. So this is and we'll say Mick had sent me a picture of his dad. A great wee picture here of with Roy Aitken. So he would have been 101 years old today, so he would have been, so it was Tommy Scanlon. So Mick Chimford, great friend of mine, great friend of the show, who's always listening in, so he is, and anytime I'm over in Scotland, I've yet to go and see him play. Hopefully the next time we're over, we'll be able to go get him to see him at a gig. Our paths have just never built across, but he's a great chanter, as you know. So listening today for Tommy Scanlon, who would have been 101, and also Celtic FC today, folks, who are 135 years old today. There you go, 135 years of unbroken, untarnished history. And I think we'll have to give a wee mention as well to Fergus McCann for that there, because I think only for him we wouldn't be celebrating 135 years of unbroken history today, so it wouldn't be. So yeah, that there is Tommy there, mixed with the great Roy Aitken. So here we go, do us here a song. This is Mick's own song called Michael in Paradise from his album 12 Dead Good Dude Songs on Spotify. Here we go.
I was just 6 years old when my dad, he said, Michael, Put on your coat, son, I have a surprise. I felt so excited, I asked where we going. Inside the ground of Deer Paradise. We walked the 2 miles from our house to the turnstile. A very long stretch for a boy my size. He lifted me over, I sported a big smile. Inside the ground of Deer Paradise. Now Celtic scored 8 goals and I was the hero. A blessing, my dad said I was in disguise. Now every game you'll attend with your father. Inside the ground of Deer Paradise. The aromas of match day I still can remember. The taste of the bovril, the smell of the pies. And it keeps out the cold on a wet day in November. Inside the ground of Deer Paradise. But then you grow bigger and go it your own way. You want to show daddy you're older and wise. But never forget that he showed you the roadway. Inside the ground of Deer Paradise. In the early 80s I moved down to England. I stayed for 3 years and I learned to despise. So far away from the Celts and my homeland. 300 miles from Deer Paradise. The phone calls back home, they were constant and hectic. That was a moment I had to decide. I'm going back home to see Glasgow Celtic. Inside the ground of Deer Paradise. Now 30 years on and the table is turning. I took my old father with tears in his eyes. The roar of the huddle and my heart was burning. Inside the ground of Deer Paradise. Inside the ground of Deer Paradise.
There we go, cracking song there from a good friend of the show, Mick Chinford. Mick, yahoo! Chinford. There's Mick on Paradise there, so it is, say, today folks celebrating 135 years of untarnished, unbroken history. All of the teams in Glasgow, I have to say, can't say it there. And amid the whole furore, folks, they're I didn't even check the scores in the match so far. So currently, folks, this is actually happening. 72 minutes gone. St Johnstone 2, Rangers 0. St Johnstone 2, Rangers 0. I think Gio is going to be getting his bags packed for him as we speak and ushered out the door before he even gets to do his press conference today. That is absolutely delightful to watch and listen to the day. So well done, St Johnstone. There we go. That is definitely cheer up my day, folks. So that was Michael and Paradise. And of course, remembering mixed Tommy, who would have been 101 today. So there you go. Right, let's see about a few more comments and see who we'll have listening into the show today. Let's go jump back to the start. Kay Whelan, who's listening in on Facebook. Thanks so much, Kay. Marty says, shh, don't be touting the lane with my lipstick. Derek Daly, Glenarf Heroes Row, happy Sunday, Cara, cheers mate. Marty Kane, well Row, what's the crack? How are you doing, Marty? Any chance of playing Krista Coyle singing Death Before Revenge? Yes, we're going to do it there next for you, mate. That's lined up. Joseph McGuy, what a joke that referee was yesterday. Nice we finished at the end. Oh, definitely. I think obviously watching the match myself in the house yesterday, and like that penalty would have just, I know like at the start, but the weekend it was introduced, but Anne's just trying to sort of wipe it off. Going, listen, I'm not interested in VAR. It doesn't matter at all here. It's whatever. We'll have to just accept that the seasons have to come. And literally, the very first match, basically against Hearts, you see what happened there. And then yesterday, so the guy who was doing the VAR referee yesterday was the same guy that was referee against Hearts for us. So what's that tell you? You know, but I mean, for that there handball to be given against Burnaby, like, I mean, if the referee didn't say it, surely VAR would have picked up straight away and said to him in his earpiece, no, it's no penalty, whatever. But I told him to go to the match TV, and then he went and watched it himself on the TV and still thought, oh, it was a penalty. But then again, listening to Sports Scene there last night when I come home from work, the two panellists basically were still trying to say, yeah, I think it was a penalty. Like, so what are these people watching? Basically trying to say that Burnaby, it was a unnatural position for his arm. Like, his head was over here somewhere. Like, whenever the ball hit him in the arm behind. So, I mean, he was trying to hit it. So how they can say that he purposely handballed that ball is just... It could have cost us, like, but I suppose Ange's whole old saying, we never stop. And that I posted that on Facebook yesterday in the 89th minute going, listen, well, Ange, if we don't stop, we need to do something here. And literally within minutes, yeah, young wee Kyogo jumped in with his shiny blonde hair and belt that ball in there. And then another great finish from Abada at the end. So Hart was doing a bit of a dinger yesterday, but listen, so, Rangers have pulled one back. I wonder who scored for them. I wonder who it was. Tavernier. I'm sure that was a penalty. It must have been. But yeah, 2-1 back. So hopefully St Johnson can hold out there. So they can. Marty Kane says, I've seen the videos of you singing Simply the Best and dancing to Nathan Carter on holiday. You definitely didn't see me singing a song that's Simply the Best. Basically, I put a video up last week of one of the nights we were sitting in a hotel. The entertainment was on outside, and there was a girl on I think she was like a Spanish singer, but so she was singing Simply the Best. And obviously Josie, my wee girl, the oldest one, she was sitting there going like, nodding her head and whatever, and I was looking at her going, and she's like, what's wrong? I says, so I had to basically give her a few home truths, tell her what that song was all about, and tell her basically what it represents, why the Rangers fans and loyalists basically love that song so much. And I think I have to say she wasn't too pleased at the end of it. She was shaking her head and going, well, I won't be listening to that song again anyway. Mary Lee Day, watching on Facebook. Hi from Kilkenny, do you have a nice time away? Yes, it was phenomenal week, cheers. James Devon McClave, 4 weeks and counting. Terry Craney, what's cracked? Terry, happy Rebel Sunday everyone. Hope you had a great holiday. Jason Manzak, hello from Canada, thank you very much for tuning in. Let's see the flying column, hello. Watching today, says, I'm not going to try and pronounce it in my Gaelic tongue because obviously I'm not fluent in our language, and I think I might make a bit of a balloon of myself there. But the Buns 2-1 down, well 2-1 now, so they are. See, Valerie Delaney was at the gig last year in Dublin. Obviously, you're all talking about the Ballafest gig, so it's going way back there. I was talking about the Ballafest gig. Let's go to the next song here for you today. So this is for Marty Kane, who asked for it. He's looking for another song from a great friend of the show from Derry, Krista Coyle, and this is from her album From the Streets of Free Derry. Looking for a song, Death Before Revenge. Here we go.
Call me what you will, oh, and tell me what they say, for tomorrow brings a new wind and the rain has gone away. For within these walls
There we go. That is the sort of our Krista Coiler here with Death Before Revenge. Especially Marty Kane. Just as you can hear, folks, well, the voice is back. The last two shows are done. Literally, it was very, very painful to do. If anybody's ever lost your voice, especially through COVID, whatever, it's very, very sore. And like my voice, my throat was like just like razor blades anything in my mouth. But yeah, it's back. I had I think it was an epiphany last week when we were in Tenerife. I think the first half of the week as well, it was literally like I was still sort of coughing and my voice was a bit raw. And then basically woke up one morning, it was just Laura said something, they went to shout at me, what? And I was just shouting all around the apartment because the voice is back. There's no better feelings, especially I was doing a gig last night, see, being able to actually shout on the microphone, talk on the microphone properly without sort of talking, and then your voice just disappearing halfway through it, and not being able to get nothing out. So it's so glad, because I actually thought there was something not, because it was like 3.5 weeks, near 4 weeks of my voice was gone, like, and I thought, oh, this is normal, it's not normal, something up here, like. I was actually debating maybe going to the doctor or the hospital or something to see. It was like a long-term thing, but so glad it's back, had to say. So I will be able to continue talking shite over 3 hours over the next lot of weeks, because you would have seen that over the last couple of shows I was sort of trying to talk as little as possible, and probably fitting in 2 interviews, and the last show done probably wasn't such a good idea with having no voice, so it wasn't. But yeah, so it's good anyway. Right, so we'll jump all these comments back to the very, very bottom here. Marty, what's the cracker from Twice Daily? Loving the show, mate. Hope you had a great holiday. Yes, Mugger. Very, very well deserved. JL, JL, great job. There's the biggest mouth in County Cork, Conor McLaughlin. You talk as little as possible. Well, obviously, now that the voice is back, mate, that is out the window, you know. I was only talking as little as possible because I had no bloody voice to do it, and it was quite sore. So I hope you're keeping well, Connor. What's the crack? Anthony Murphy, Rogue, to please play One Sunday Morning. James Devon McClave is looking us to get cut off Facebook already. David Ravix up the Provost, please. See, Anthony says, hello, Rogue, glad to see you're back on. Hello, all your listeners from Banto and the family in Scarborough. Mary Lee, something, Francis Hughes, thank you very much. I think that's it. I was just talking about the VAR as well. VAR has ruined football. I personally think, yeah, even like in the Premiership when it first came in, it was just like brutal, like some of the decisions. But like Scottish football was bad enough as it was with the refereeing. But I think the bringing in this VAR is just go make it a lot worse, I have to say. Martin Heaney, something contentious. The Freemasons and the Orange Order need to move from Scottish football. Let's see. Right, go do this one here next. So glad that Derek has asked for this one. I love this song. It's one of my favourite songs that Gary does, and he very, very rarely sings it, so he does. The last gig I was doing with him, I actually said, Gary, could you do the Dogs of War for me? And he's like, mate, I don't really know it. I haven't really learnt it off. He only really sings it. I think the only recording of him doing it is this one that was recorded live in Australia a few years ago. I think he's actually practiced the song to put it on the album. So he has. So this is a song that was originally written by a guy who played a lot of on the show, Declan McLaughlin from Derry. He's the guy that wrote another song that Gary does, plus Crystal Coyle as well, I Believe in You. So, you know, Decky played a lot of his songs, Running Uphill, stuff, a few of the other ones. He's been on the show a couple of times as well. So yeah, this is a song that was given to Gary Og from Decky, song called Dogs of War. Phenomenal song. So this is recorded from Gary's album live in Australia, and he's going to be there actually as well in another couple of weeks. So if anybody's over in Melbourne and Sydney, I think he's doing like a 5-date tour. Make sure you try and get some tickets, go and see Gary Og live, because it's something special when you see him do his stuff. So here goes Gary Og, folks, with the Dogs of War, recorded live in Australia, especially for Derek, who's asked for it, says, Rogue, please play us here for Carlan, Joe, Terry, Rob, and all the staff and the Davids. Thanks, not a problem. Here we go.
As the tear gas burns the eyes of the children in the war, and the lords of mass destruction rub their hands and call for more. And the never-ending line of murders plan to seat inside their heads, and they take the place in the line of war for which they have been bred. And the dogs of war, and the dogs of war are gone. Oh, what the good Lord tried to give us, our laws will try and take, like a family cursed and beaten at their only daughter's wake. And the words of mass collusion take the place of liberty, and blind the eyes of the learned men so the nation cannot see. And the dogs of war, and the dogs of war are gone, and on, 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 and on. Of Cregan, the Bogside and the Falls, their cancer-ridden henchmen are waiting on the call, and the streets run red with the working blood as they have done before. But we cannot call on the learned men, for they can see no more. And the dogs of war, and the dogs of war are gone. Face of a nation and a people born to weep, as 14 unknown victims they lay butchered on the street, and the gentle sound of leather rebounding off of beats is a far cry from the rules they play to the murder on the streets. The dogs of war, the dogs of war are gone, and on, on and on, and on, and on.
There we go.
It's called the Dogs of War.
Dogs of War there, folks. Great song, originally from Declan McLaughlin from Free Derry. Of course, sent on to Gary Oak, who's made it sort of his own song. So it was especially there requested for from Derek and the gang in Dublin. So yeah, folks, this is Rebel Sundays on the Rebel podcast here till 4 o'clock this afternoon. On myself, Big Row, folks. Please share the stream. If you're watching on Facebook today, just hit the wee share button to any groups or anything you're part of. If you're watching the show on Twitter, please give us a wee retweet. Much appreciated. I'm still surprised that I haven't been busy blocked from Jamie Brayson's Twitter page yet. I've been trying to make it my utmost to do it over the last few weeks by giving him as much sort of abuse as possible on his page, but he's not biting, so he isn't yet. I'm sure I'll make one day and notice that I can't see his content and find it. I'll go and look for him and it'll be saying, sorry, you've been blocked by Jamie, which would be an absolute atrocity. So the guy's just deluded, so he is. Some of the stuff he comes off of, but it's after I watch his page is very, very funny. Seeing him just getting so worked up, especially yesterday when the Sinn Féin RDS was on. I think he posted something like 20 times in the space of an hour while the RDS was on. Basically, obviously, because he must have been watching both of Michelle and Mary Lou's speeches, because he was obviously typing out what some of the stuff they were saying. So it's great to see he's so involved. So he is. Right, back to a couple of comments. Kieran O'Neill says, yeah, Dogs of War, some song from Gary Oak, definitely is phenomenal song. He doesn't sing it enough, in my opinion. Ray saying, yeah, just found out that Chris Carney's playing in the Cottage Inn Bluebell at 6:30. I know where I'll be later. Fair play to you, mate. There you go. Martin Heaney, the Blue Bin Billy Boy, the Blue Bin Billy Boy. He's he's something anyway. Right, so next tune for you is from playing one of probably the best singers from out of Ireland of the last few years, Krista Coyle, to probably the greatest Irish female rebel singer of all time from out of Ireland. Of course, talking about the great Kathleen Logie. We're going to play one of the songs of her album with the Flying Column. A bit slower this time than the last couple of tunes, but love this song. Just love the way Kathleen sings this. This is the Patriot Game, folks, on Rebel Sundays.
Come all you young rebels and list while I say, for the love of one's country is a terrible thing. It vanishes fear with the speed of a flame. It makes us all part of the patriot game. My name is O'Hanlon, I've just gone 16. My home is in Monaghan, that's where I was weaned. I've read all my life, cruel England to blame, and so I'm a part of the patriot game. It's barely 2 years since I wandered away with a local battalion of the bold IRA. I've learned about heroes and wanted to sing, to play out my part in the patriot game. They told me how Connolly was shot in the chest, his wounds from the battle all bleeding and bare, his fine body twisted, all battered and lame. That soon made me part of the patriot game. This island of ours has for long been half free. 6 counties still under John Bull's tyranny. So I gave up my boyhood to drill and to trade, and to play my own part in the patriot game. And now as I lie here, my body all holds, I think of those traitors who bargained and sold. I wish that my rifle had given the same to the quislings who sold out the patriot game.
Oh, there we go. my hand just sort of slipped on the deck there, as you heard a bit of a record scraping. And it's not actually vinyls, so it isn't, folks. It's these are digital turntables, so just if you can hear it there. Yeah, see? It's just the same, so it is. That's just me put my hand back and forth there. But great technology these days, so it's, but let's see. Hold on a second. Yes, and it finished 2-1 to St Johnston. Get in! That has made my day. Absolutely made my day. So it has. So Gio, cheerio, and I wonder could we be seeing Stevie G back up at shitpox or Bottle Grayskull, whatever they want to call it. It looks more like a bloody Tesco superstore than anything to me. Yeah, so cheerio, Gio. Can't see him surviving this here, so I can't. I know some people say it's terrible to see somebody lose their job or whatever, but it's phenomenal to watch these, and it's just when you go and look at the Rangers official Facebook page here, there's just going to be absolute outcry from their fans. Just they're exploding, their heads just popping open now as it is. So it's great to watch, I have to say, because we were on the other end of it. So we're for one season, I have to say, in Lenny's last season there, and it wasn't hard. It wasn't easy to watch or listen to or take the abuse. So it's great when you're able to give it a bit of it back. So it is. So definitely. Yeah, so what was Kathleen Loggy there? I'd say the original and the best Irish female rebel singer to ever come out of this country. No holds barred. See, Derek says, she been beautiful Sunday after that defeat. There you go. Joseph McGuire, he says, yeah, would not be a Rebel Sunday without Kathleen. I'm going to see Big Johan that's just went live there now, so he has. Wonder what he's at today. He must be on the beer. Slangafall Geo, definitely indeed. There's Mick there. Mick Chimford says, Yahoo had me greeting as usual. I think so in Scotland, so that means what, you're crying or emotional. Is that what greeting means, isn't it? And yeah. I have to say, a few years ago when I sat down with recorded a podcast with Shebeen up in, where was it? They were over playing for the Pierce Jordan weekend, so they were, and I'm trying to think where it was I sat down with them. They were staying in that place. It's like a hotel / hostel on the Springfield Road. What the hell do you call it? But that's where they were staying. So Shebeen was actually celebrating their birthday that their year as well. So we brought the band down. We recorded the podcast. It's actually on SoundCloud now. Have a listen to it. But at the end of it, what I done was with the lads. I think there was 5 of them there. So I got written down. Like, I think it was about 10 of these like sort of Scottish sort of sayings, and I got them to sort of tell me what they meant because I had no clue at all. And it was very funny. Some of the what one of the lads thought it was and one of the other lads thought it was, and they were sort of arguing between each going, no it doesn't, it means this here, and it was quite funny. And plus there was a bit of buckfast flowing during the interview, not from me but from the other lads. So yeah, it was good crack. So check, if any of you are on my SoundCloud page, go and check out that one. It's a great interview with Shebeen. So it was, and I still haven't forgiven Big Pat, so I haven't had to say because that day he wouldn't get out of his bed to come down and do the interview, and I was rather annoyed that day, so I was, I have to say. Listen, when Big Pat speaks, you have to listen to him, so you do. Right, so what song do I have played next? So we're going to do this one here. And it's a bit longer. I think the longest song we've ever played in the show is the either the Joe McDonald Wolfe Tones one from the live version, or Bick McFarlane Terrace Dreamer. This one here is 8 minutes, but so we're going to do this here one for the lads from the Moral Drum, Sinn Féin coming there, who have asked for this one. They're looking for the Spirit of Freedom live with Garvaghy Road, and it's a great one. I think this was recorded in the Wolfe Tone bar in Letterkenny, from what I'm listening. It's not a great recording, but it's a good recording. Not great, but it's a good one. So this one here, so it's especially for the Moral Drum, Sinn Féin coming, who asked for a launch. So Spirit of Freedom, folks, with You'll Not Be Marching Down Garvaghy Road.
We're going to do one more song this time, and we said earlier on that Dr. Paisley was always, he's looking about photographs of IRA weapons. That's not what has him annoyed. What has him annoyed is that he doesn't have photographs of Orange men marching down the Garvaghy Road in Portadown. And he doesn't have photographs of them marching down the Springfield Road in Belfast either. So we're going to finish up this live recording here at the Wolfe Tone bar in Letterkenny with a song called The Fields of Auchnacloy, or You Won't Be Marching Down Garvaghy Road. And as we always say, if you enjoyed yourselves, go out and tell your friends that you've heard the Spirit of Freedom. If you didn't like us, we're called the Progressive Democrats, so you can take out of that whatever you like. Want to hear you joining into a song called The Fields of Auchnacloy, or You Won't Be Marching Down Garvaghy Road. I heard a young girl calling, Michael, 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 they have taken you away. For you stole Pavillion's corn, so the young might see the barn. No, you won't be marching down Germahy Road. Everybody together! Oh, live the fields of Auckland, where once we watched the small free birds fly. If you're going to Drumtree, put your tent beneath that tree. No, you won't be marching down Germahy Road. By a lonely Drumtree hill, 10,000 orangemen waiting still. For they want to march the streets of Portadown with their sashes and their flute, for their hats and Sunday suit. No, you won't be marching down Germahy Road. Let's hear everybody singing. Oh, I can't hear you. If you're going to Drumtree, pitch your tent beneath that tree. No, you won't be marching down Germahy. Take it away there, young Billy McKim. Harbour wall, she watched the last star falling as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. For she waits and hopes and prays for her love, for the IRA. No, you won't be marching down Germahy. Everybody, let's hear you singing. Go, live the fields of Auckland, where once we watched the small seabirds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had a song too. No, you won't be marching Germahy. You're on your own, no excuses this time! Hey, what's the free birds now? If you're going to Drumtree, picture beneath that. No, you won't be marching down Germahy Road. Let's hear you singing now. The light, the fields of Auckland, where once we watched the small free birds fly. If you're going to Drumtree, put your tent beneath that tree. So you won't be marching down Germahy. Everybody together, let's hear you singing now. Oh, live the fields of the Clyde, where once we watched this small free bird fly. beneath that face. Know you won't be marching down your valley road.
There you go, folks. 8 minutes and I think it's 13 seconds out there for you. I was Spirit of Freedom live at the Wolfe Tones bar in Letterkenny with the fields of Auchnacloy. You won't be marching down Garvaghy Road, especially for the Mara Drum Sinn Féin comments. I hope you appreciate that there, all 8 minutes of that one. Folks, if you are watching the show and you're enjoying it, please drop us a wee tip or a donation. It'd be much appreciated there. So you can see up beside me here, there's a QR code there for PayPal. There's one there for Revolut. So if you don't use PayPal or Revolut, I can give you a wee bank link as well if you want to send a bank transfer. So just send me a wee PM. But cheers to everyone who does send us a donation every week, folks. It's much appreciated. So thank you. So just it keeps the lights on, to say, in front of me here, and keeps me in here in this studio on a Sunday doing the show rather than basically out working, earning a living for a living, or doing a proper job, or doing a christening or some kind of party on a Sunday, listening to a lot of screaming kids. So I'd much rather be here. So your donations to the show do help that, folks. So thank you very much. So if you can drop something in, we're here 1 to 4 every Sunday. So if you can drop something, a wee donation or a tip, it'd be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Just seeing Ro, I'm enjoying the show with a massive smile on my face. Yeah, well, somebody that doesn't have a massive smile on his face, I have to say, is this man here. So he doesn't, but all I can say is get it right up ye.
Sunday morning, up with the lark. I think I'll take a walk in the park. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. I've got someone waiting for me. When I see her, I know that you'll say, hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. This is my beautiful day. When you say that you love me. Oh my, it's a beautiful day. Birds are singing, you're by my side. Let's take the car and go for a ride. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. We'll drive on and follow the sun, making Sunday go on and on. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. Sunday. This is my beautiful day. When you say that you love me. Oh my, it's a beautiful day. Beautiful Sunday. This is my beautiful day. When you say that you love me. Oh my, it's a beautiful day. Beautiful Sunday. This is my
We're on the top of the lake looking, and on the range on sand, the only explanation I can find is the form we have found since Sancho's been around. That has put us at the top of the league.
We're on the top of the league, looking down on the Rangers, and the only explanation I can find is it for me a foul since I've just been around. And let's put us at the top of the league. We're on the top of the league, looking down on the Rangers, and the only explanation I can find is it for me a foul since I've just been around. And let's put us at the top of the league. Let's hear you. We're on the is it for me a foul since I've just been around. But let's put us at the top of the league. We're on the top of the league, looking down on the Rangers, and the only explanation I can find is it for me a foul since I've just been around. But let's put us at the top of the league. They were sitting at the top of the league. God bless Big Ange.
Definitely. God bless Big Ange indeed. Go ahead. There's Tony Boy Ray there, folks, with top of the league live there. I think that was in Caesar's record. So, yeah, if you can just see the grin on my face at that result, folks, just people go, oh, sure, what do you, it's only Scottish football, it's blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Seriously. Yeah, so we had to play a bit of Daniel Boone there before it there, a bit of Beautiful Sunday. So the that's the best one I've seen yet. The cry was no defenders. Oh Jesus. Let's see. So how do we look there during the break there, or while the song was playing there? Through saying about so Rangers just put up. Obviously, there's already 1,000 comments. Let's see. I'm just trying to see. So the first one that popped up, where the hell did it go to? Buddy, that disappeared. But this guy called Derek Hancock. I'm going to the golf after this debacle for 9 holes to take it out on the ball. GVB better be dismissed by the time I get back. All I can say is a poor golf ball. That one supporter can keep defending this manager. He has to go. Gutless, defenceless, just pure pish. And the list goes on and on and on and on. So, yep, very amusing today, folks. I have to say, that's put a wee bit of a smile on my face. And we're only into the first hour of the show. That's a cracker, I have to say, now, flying column. And the cry was no defenders. See, Dennis Ramon, brilliant. Shout out to the St. Bartholomew's Music Club in Coatbridge, Republican Coatbridge. Lots of great people over there. Been over many's time with O'Neill Alsop Flute Band. Great place. There you go. We never stop. Right, so I have a wee task here for you folks, right? So is it too early to introduce this guy here, right? So he's going to be on the screen very, very soon over the next lot of weeks. So I want his... this has been gifted to me, so it has, right? So I think he put batteries in him somewhere and he does something, but we're going to have to get him and put him in the background or something on here while we'll start doing it the next few weeks of the Christmas, sort of call it Christmas. So I need you to give me suggestions for a name for this young man here, okay? So where we go, we're going to be getting on the screen here very, very soon. So I need suggestions for a name for him. So get your thinking hats on. The more amusing, the better. So if we can think of a name for this young boy, we'll get them up, and then whoever I think the best one is, or the most suggestions for the same one or whatever, we'll maybe do is we'll put 3 up, 3 of the suggestions up that you all give, and then we'll decide, put a vote or something, and decide what name we're going to give him. But yeah, so this is we're going to be putting him on the screen. He's been gifted to the show, so I think he actually came out of my Uncle Vin's attic, so he did. Believe it or not, who is definitely he's a Man United fan, so don't really do him this here Celtic, but he rubber light up a musical Santa or snowman. So yeah, so start getting your thinking caps on, folks, and start thinking what we should do for give a name for our young Celtic snowman, Duff. So my ma's at the Duff. Let's see, Marty, Snoopy the Hoopy, Jimmy Johnson. Let's see. Are you doing the slush? See, that's the thing as well. So it's in Scotland they call it the slush, and the only reason I know they call it the slush is because when we were watching the Still game one day, and when obviously Jack and Victor, they took them bloody pills, whatever it was they took, and they were sitting in the bar with the pipes going like this here, whatever, and they got the DJ to go and play we call it the slush, as in the SLUSH, the slush, but over in Scotland you just call it the slush. SLOSH. I don't know if it's just the pronunciation and it sounds like slush, but I know over here we call it the slush, and I actually played it last night there at the gig I was doing. Celine says Snowy Ange. Let's see, Valerie, Baby Ange. We'll know we may just call him Big Ange, will we? Because that's what he likes to be called, Big Ange. Right, so I've completely lost my train of thought, but so in the slash Iceman, right? So we're going to do a bit of what are we going to do next? Kelly's Men. This is actually the first. I think it's the number 5 on their CD. Of course, this song dedicated to their great North Belfast Republican Billy Reid. So here we go. This is Kelly's Men live in Derry, folks, with the ballad of Billy Reid. So get your thinking caps on what we're going to call this our new mascot for the next month or two anyway, for come to the Christmas period. So here we go. This is our young Celtic snowman here. So Snowmange. Oh, that could be the best one yet. Marty Snowmange. There we go. Right, so right. So this is the next song. This is the ballad of Billy Reid, folks, in Rebel Sundays from Kelly's Men.
Well, I'll sing you a song of a terrible wrong when the flags, they all flew at half-mast. Well, a young man lay dead, he was riddled with lead, and he died on the streets of Belfast. Oh, when the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with a gun in his hand. But they never said why Billy Reid had to die, for he died to free Ireland. It all happened one day when the bold guy Hurray, they went out to fight for their land. With that old Thompson gun, put the Brits on the run, to return to their home was the plan. Oh, when the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with the gun in his hand. But they never said why Billy Reid had to die, for he died to free Ireland. While returning those guns, Billy met British scum, and when the fights had begun, his position was dire and his gun would not fire, so he died with the old Thompson gun. Oh, when the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with the gun in his hand. But they never said why Billy Reid had to die, for he died to free Ireland. And although he lay dead, he was kicked in the head by the hair, so they dragged him around. But they still fear him yet, and they'll never forget how bravely he withstood his ground. Oh, when the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with the gun in his hand. But they never said why Billy Reid had to die, for he died to free Ireland. If you think he was right, come and join in the fight and help to free Belfast. For the blood that he shed, and although he lay dead, in our hearts his memory will last. Oh, when the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with the gun in his hand. But they never said why Billy Reid had to die, for he died to free Ireland. Oh, when the radio said there's another shot dead, and he died with the gun in his hand. But they never said why Billy Reid had to die, for he died to free Ireland. No, they never said why Billy Reid had to die, for he died to free Ireland. Thank you.
Yeah, so the bold Mickey Kelly there of Kelly's Men, folks, with the ballad of Billy Reid. This is Rebel Sundays on the Rebel podcast platform, folks. Broadcasting live till 4 o'clock today on 3 platforms. On social media, we'll have on YouTube live, Twitter live, and of course Facebook live as well. We're still on Facebook. I'm wondering now what will happen now with Elon Musk whenever he obviously, well, is he going to start charging me to go on Twitter? I don't know what's I think it's their. I don't know, like, what's going to happen here. A lot of people have been saying that, they're going. If he starts, now, I can understand maybe I'm charging for the blue tick. No, basically when you get like a wee blue tick to say you're verified. But like talking obviously about Jimmy Brace now on there. What has he been verified as? What is he? I mean, what like what's he get a blue tick for standing on a blue bin? Oh, look at this here. I just got a text there from my ma. Look at that downstairs. Let's see. I have to go to the shop. I will make you some tea, son, when I get back. What biscuits would you like? That's just... There you go. Mother, see if you can get a wee box of tonics, tea cakes. I like them. They'll be round things with a bit of they'll be creamy marshmallow in the middle. So if you can get them, that'll be good. So thank you very much. See, I am well looked after in this house. So I am. I know I say Arnell's number one son a lot of the times, but I think she does like me as well. Like, so she does just out of the corner of her eye, you know. Spoilt rat and spoilt skiller. Wait till he texts you, Ro. Who you on about? I can't even remember what I was saying there before there. Right. So, you on about Jamie? yeah. So like, what? How has he been given the blue verification tick on Twitter to say he's a verified what? What is he verified as? Just a loyalist mouthpiece? I don't know. But so he's talking about charging people £7 a month to have their wee tick thing. But I mean, I suppose if you want to have the tick on it, well, you have to pay for it. But if he starts trying to charge people just to be a member of Twitter, then no, definitely not. Right, so next tune we're going to do, after this next song, we're going to give away the first 2 tickets for this month, for this gig here, folks. So it's going to be for the Break for the Border Rebel Night. It's going to be happening in the Carrickdale Hotel, folks, on Sunday, the 5th of February next year in Dundalk. Tickets are €15. If you want to buy tickets, there's a wee QR code. The mailers scan it or your phone. It'll bring you straight to the Eventbrite link. Dreams of Freedom, Clover, myself, Roe, Gary Ogue and Liam McDonald. It's going to be a class now. Hopefully this is going to be an annual thing for the guys there in County Louth. This will be the first one they're doing. So it's going to be a great night. So cheers for asking me to come along, folks, and be part of it. Much appreciated to the guys and girls there and the rest of the members and sort of people from the Mora Drum, Sinn Féin coming there. So cheers. So after this next song, we're going to be giving away 2 tickets. This is for November, and then we'll have 2 tickets for December and 2 tickets for January as well. So tune in after this next song, folks, for the how you're going to win the sit-in. So next tune we're going to do is from Stefan's album. Haven't played that from us in a while in the show. Wrap My Knuckles, Per Me, Silly Me. And so this is we'll do this one for our resident spanner who's in the house, Marty Heaney, who is from South Derry, but he's very much a West Belfastian now. So yes, this is Farewell to Balahi, McElwee's Farewell from Stefan from his cracking album Rebel Heart. You can find it on Spotify, folks.
Farewell to Balahi, Lakeways, Tom the Dove, and the green hills of Derry that I dearly love. But my thoughts return to you from my dark age block cell. Old friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell. 400 years now, we've kept up the faith, and the history books told me of Ireland's play. And so with cousin Francis, I followed the cause to conquer the tyrant and defy England's laws. Through the hills of South Derry, we marched and we drilled through our exploits and action. All Irish youth thrilled, the most feared men in Ulster, volunteers on the run. We gave England her answer through the barrels of our guns. So farewell to Balahi, like Waste Ham the Dove and the green hills of Derry that I dearly love. But my thoughts return to you from my dark age block cell. Old friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell. Oh, gallant South Derry, you're forever blessed in this struggle for freedom. You've given your best. There's Hughes and there's Bateson, both Sheridan and Lee, and inscribed with their names now, young Tom McElwee. So farewell to Balahi, like Waste Ham the Dove and the green hills of Derry that I dearly love. And my thoughts return to you from my dark age block cell. Old friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell. Oh, friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell. Oh, gallant South Derry, I bid you farewell.
Yeah, so the bold yellow balaclava man himself there, Stefan, who was actually playing in Derry last night up and there with Anthony. The boys are at the Derry City Sports and Social Club. Just seen a wee post here that Brian McAvoy had shared on Facebook here. I'm actually talking about Gio. It says, if they had went to Australia on Big Ange's homecoming, they'd have the money to sack him. So I think they're obviously saying now they're only using it, but Gio is still there. It's because of that skint. They haven't got the money to get rid of him. So they haven't... let's see, just for the black here. Yeah, so Marty just posted as well. I've seen this poster earlier on. South Derry lost another good man this weekend. R.I.P. Michael McGlinchey, brother of Dominic McGlinchey. I've seen that. So R.I.P. to Michael. Carlan says, Ro, can you play the tune I love so well for Sharon? Yes, I'll get that on some stage this afternoon. So well, I see all these people here saying that I am pretty spoilt. So and for this one here, for James come say that I am spoilt after the picture that you sent me yesterday morning of what your wife made for you, and of how much of a great wife you had, and she was sending you to the bar, blah blah blah, on a full stomach in case you didn't get your breakfast tomorrow morning. All this here and all, and you're saying that I'm spoilt, and now I've just been cut off Facebook, folks. Now, that was the tune that got us cut off today. So I'm just gonna get us back on the Facebook now here in a wee second. Add new stream. There we go. So, yep, anybody that was watching on Facebook, hopefully we're back on again now. So we're back on live. So, yeah, I'm sure James mightn't have been listening there, so he wasn't. So I know he's a Facebook listener. So I'm just saying, like, you're busy trying to say that I am spoilt. You I don't say pot, kettle, and black. You're the most spoilt man I know, CR. Right, so what do we have lined up next? So somebody had asked me to play Ambush of Clonlow, so we'll try and find it. There it is there. So Flan Colin had asked for it, and I need to go to the wee boys' room after this here, so we'll put a graphic on the screen. Any chance of Ambush of Clonlow? So we're going to do the version from Planksty Folk, which is the former band of Fergal and Styx, who are now the Pinky Blinders, who they are. But this is more in their rebel sort of days. So this is one of the songs from my album, Rebs for Hope. So cheers to the lads for donating the song to me. This was originally written by Jerry Glacken of the Irish Brigade. This song, as I always say when we talk about this here, very, very hard song for Jerry to write, obviously because he knew quite well a few of the lads who were killed in the ambush. He was their school teacher, so he was for many years. So very, very hard song to put together, I'm sure, for Jerry. Very emotional one. So this is the Ambush of Cano from Planksty Folk, and this especially for the Flan Column who asked for it.
Okay, Carja, Vulture Over G, Rosie Jones and Shaw Nera. I'm going to kick the evening off with the Irish Brigade song, one wrote by the famous Jerry Glacken, one called Ambush at Clonlow. Here's a song for young lives lost before their time, for daring lads cut down in their prime, in a land that longs for freedom and for peace. It's a prayer that all the heartache soon would cease. Sometimes it's hard to find the words to say, when the cut's so deep the pain won't go away. How much longer must we struggle, moan and pray, till we see the light of freedom's dawning day? In their boyhood years these lads learned at first hand, they were only second class in their own land, stopped and searched by police each time they walked the streets, and degraded by each foot patrol they'd meet. To those RUCN soldiers it was fun to intimidate our children with their guns, but there's some young folk who won't take any more, and there's some that want to even up the score. Barry O'Donnell was a thorn in England's side, and he led his volunteers with dauntless pride. Sean O'Farrell stood beside him all the while, and we never will forget his roguish smile. Countless times in action these pair played their part, though they couldn't hold them broke the soldier's heart. But those lads knew they lived on borrowed time, but they'd make their mark before they crossed the line. In Coal Island Square that February night, how the sentries in the barracks all took fright, for on the lorry coming straight ahead was a unit of the East Tyrone Brigade. From that lorry's back the Irish flag flew high, and the big machine gun pointed at the sky. And when Barry with that gun began to shoot, how the Brits they launched their transfers to Beirut. As a tracer bullet split the barrack wall, no volunteers they showed no fear at all. As the lorry drove away the people cheered, little knowing that their cries would soon be tears. It was the boldest deed that little town had known in all the years of struggle in Tyrone, but it was the saddest night that town had come to know, for the SAS lay waiting at Clonlow. It was not until they had the big gun down our volunteers thought they were safe and sound. Baptists as they opened up from every side, and on that killing ground 4 brave lads died. We lost both Peter Clancy on that night, a volunteer who scorned Britannia's might. Young Paddy Vincent died there by his side. He lost his life for what he thought was right. We salute you, Barry Peter, Paddy Shaw. Though you've left us, your memory will live on. For to the crown and knee you'd never bend, and you were bold and fearless to the end. So come all of you who love your native land, for peace and freedom we'll march hand in hand. Our 4 volunteers have not been lost in vain. From the ashes we will build our land again. Let me hear you. Come all of you who love your native land, for peace and freedom we'll march hand in hand. Our 4 volunteers have not been lost in vain. From the ashes we will build our land again. From the ashes we can build our land again. Ambush at Clonot there. Oh my God. We'll start the Rebel Sundays.
There you go. That was Planksy Folklore recorded live at Rosie Joser in Derry with the Ambush at Clonot. Something spicy there for Flan Column. Right, back to a few more wee comments. Let's see. Stephanie French, who's watching today and on Facebook. A wee mention for myself and Robert on our wee man heading from Belfast. Any chance you can play Bring Them Home? Cheers. Yeah, I'm sure we can fit that in at some stage this afternoon. Right, but first, we're going to do give away the 2 tickets for the. If you've seen me putting the flyer forth throughout the afternoon last couple of weeks as well. So there's no news not to know the answer to this here one. So the very first Break for the Border Rebel hit that's happening on Sunday the 5th of February next year, featuring Dreams of Freedom from County Kerry, Clover from County Limerick, Liam MacDonald from Newry, and then Gary Oak, who's coming all the way from Glasgow, who will be in Ireland that whole weekend anyway, gigging, and then myself, Roe. So here we go, folks. So the question is, where is this being held? What venue is the Break for the Border Rebel night being held? So as usual, whoever is first on my screen, whether it be Twitter, Facebook or YouTube, I don't care if you're up above or down below on your screen, whatever name comes up first on my screen here on all the chats. There we go. Carrickdale Hotel, Martin Heaney. Although obviously Marty is our moderator, but he's still a viewer like all the rest of you. So as you can just see there, you see that was the first. See, the first one. There it was there. So Marty, the Carrickdale Hotel. So Marty, there you go. You have 2 tickets for yourself for this here event here. So well done. For the 2 tickets for the very first inaugural Break for the Border Rebel Night on Sunday the 5th of February 2023 in the Carrickdale Hotel, Dundalk. Tickets are €15, so you just beg yourself, for you and your lovely wife Elaine, 2 tickets to go and see us here. So it's going to be a great gig. So I'd say maybe try and look into getting a room sorted now. But I think we are going to be staying over that night. So as far as we've been told, they're going to be putting us up. So cheers. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. I'll just have to try and get the next day off work. I'd say I'll probably be unpaid because I've no holidays left. So I haven't until April starts again, for God's sake. So but it'll be worth it. So yeah, Marty, well done. So what I'll do is I will get your details sent over to the guys at the Mora Drum Sinn Féin Common, and they will get you sent out 2 tickets for this gig. So well done, Marty, and well done to all the rest of you who got the correct answer. See, there's Tara. What's the crack? We Duck, haven't seen you on the whale. Pick it out. David Watson says Dundalk. James got it right. Jim McCaff got it right. Well, he says Carrick fail first, and then he corrected himself. So, yeah, Marty, well done. It's going to be a great gig. So, well done to you for winning 2 tickets for that there. I will send your details off. You see, even though you are our moderator, you're still just a peasant like the rest of everybody else viewing the show today. So you are. I'm only slagging you, mate. Only slagging. Right, so we've got a request here for to play Town of Love So Well for let's see, hold on a second. Craig Barber says, Lee Barber, listen and wish you all, thank you very much. David Watson, I lost you for 5 minutes, would you not let me hear you? This is what Facebook do. Well, I know, but sure, listen, we're back. I've started the stream again now. Juice McGow, that's the Irish Mothers for you. They can't let you go. Well, that's what it's all about, you know. But it doesn't need my ma isn't here if she's out, whatever. My dad still brings up a wee cup of tea and a few biscuits or a bit of cake or something. So they know the cracks, they do. Derek, now, I know I did say I was going to sort this, but I haven't got it sorted out yet. Did you get new t-shirts yet? I'm sort of working on a design for one, so it's looking like you see what you can see up here in the top corner behind me, up that one there. See where's there? You can see my thumb pointed. That's the new sort of logo of design there for the Rebel Sunday. So I'm looking at designing a t-shirt with that there, with the tricolour in the middle and the circle and the fist doing this. So I'm sort of currently designing something like that there with a black t-shirt that there in it somewhere. So that's probably going to be the design for the next t-shirt. So keep a look out, mate. I know you'll be the first one there to be getting one. Right, so we're looking for the Town of Love So Well for Sharon, who's over the day with Carl Ann. So we'll go do that there next. And I know Carl Ann likes a bit of the Whistling Donkeys, so we'll go do their version. This is from the great album, The Forge Sessions. You can go and check it on YouTube. It's actually the videos for it, where the lads from the Whistling Donkeys went into their local bar, The Forge, and recorded a load of sort of just acoustic songs. Really, really well put together, so it is. So this is for Sharon, who's up with Carl Ann today. So let's see just what comments here at the bottom. Deirdre says, hi, you enjoyed my holidays? Yes, it was great week. Cheers for tuning in. And happy birthday, or happy 50th, Deirdre, if I didn't get it mentioned to you. Right. Pleasant row. pleasant. There we go. Right, so this one here, this is the next tune of the day. This is Town of Love So Well from the great band from Tyrone, the Whistling Donkeys, from the Forge Session. Especially for Sharon listening today. First time listener, hopefully you listen back on again.
In my memory, I will always see the town that I have loved so well, where our school played ball by the gas yard wall, and we laughed through the smoke and the smell. Going home in the rain, running up the dark lane, past the jail and down behind the fountain. Those were happy days in so many, many ways. In the town I love so well. In the early morning, the short factory horn called the women from Craig, the moor and the bog, while the men on the door played a mother's role, fed the children and then walked the dog. And when times got wrong, there was just about enough, but they saw it through without complaining. For deep inside was a burning pride in the town I loved so well. There was music there in the dairy air, like a language that we in a small pickup van. There I spent my youth, and to tell you the truth, I was sad to leave it all behind me. For I learned about life, and I found me a way in the town I love so well. But when I returned, how my eyes were burned to see how a town could be brought to its knees by the armored cars and the bombed out bars and the gas that hangs on to every reed. Now the army's installed by that old gas yard wall, and the damn barbed wire gets higher and higher. With their tanks and their guns, oh my God, what have they done to the town I love so well? Music's gone, but they carry on, for their spirit's been bruised, never broken. They will not forget, for their hearts are set on tomorrow and peace once again. For what's done is done, and what's won is won, and what's lost is lost and gone forever. I can only pray for a bright, brand new day in the town I love so well.
There we go, the Whistling Donkeys there, you folks, with from the Forge sessions. That is Town Love So Well. That guy's voice is just it's on par there with Marty Healy's. Sorry. Oh, look at this now. Come on in. Look, can you see that plate? In two wee shiny tinfoil wrappers. Two of them. Mother, thank you very much. See, I am Aunt Alfredo as well. Cup of tea, Aunt Alfredo. I am definitely a spoiled child. I think what you heard me talking about Arnell there, that he's the literally just spilt about 4 mouthfuls of tea all over myself, and I'm wearing a pair of shorts here. So yep, that wasn't very pleasant. Oh Jesus! There we go. Right, yes. So mother, thank you very much. You're a wee darling. Yep, tea cakes. I think one of the funniest episodes I ever watched of Still Game, you all know it, when they're sitting eating the tea cakes and basically Victor was basically saying to Jack, "Oh, you had all them?" And he says, "No, I didn't eat them all." And he says, "Do you know how I knew you had them? It was a box of 6." So there was, and so there was 4 wee balls rolled up of tinfoil and 2 of the paper like really flat out, and and he says, "Do you know how I know you had all four of them and I only had 2?" He says, "How do you?" He said, "Because there's 4 of them rolled up." He says, "Once you eat one, you get it, and you crumple it up in a wee ball, so you do." He says, "Where I get mine and get it, pull it all out flat, and then flatten it in my hand, so it's all one big square of paper. And there's only 2 of them, and there's 4 of them are all rolled up, so they are." Do I need a bib? I don't know. See, got 2 now. Oh, to hit second the postman, LL, sore loser. Let's see. Yes, they are tea cakes. Love them. Right. So, John Boy says, "Hope you all have the t-shirts ready for the big fans gathering. That'll be a Christmas sort of along with the new Clover CD." Yes, I'm going to have some of the t-shirts, sir. I'm only going to get a few because obviously the way I sort of can't be buying these in bulk. But I'd say I might get maybe 10 or 15 of them made, so I'll bring them, and that means they'll pay for themselves. You know what I mean? So we'll get them sorted for the big fans gathering. Well, it's not the big fans gathering. It's of course the end of year fans gathering. So folks, if any of you haven't got tickets for it yet, there is still some available. So of course we're talking about this here on Saturday the 3rd of December in the Rock Bar, the Rebel Rail podcast, end of year fans night out for the supporters of this show here, the Rebel Sundays. It's going to be a great night. Clover Rebel Band are coming all the way from County Limerick, folks, to headline the gig, and on the night they're going to be officially launching their brand new live CD that was recorded at last year's big fans gathering in the PD. I say I've heard a few songs of this album and it sounds brilliant. So make sure you get yourselves along, folks. Tickets are only a tenner. You can pay at the door as well if you want. If you want to get tickets for it, you can pay at the door. But I would advise people to get tickets beforehand because I say this will be sold out before the night actually happens. So it will. So I'd rather people get tickets first. Doors open at 8 o'clock. Kicking things off is going to be Rock Bar legend Kieran Mack and myself, DJ Big Rose. I'll be on throughout the night. So plus we'll be doing a few wee sort of presentations and stuff on the evening. So make sure you get yourselves there, folks. It's going to be a great night for the very last big Rebel night that happened in West Belfast this year. So it is. So get yourselves to the Rock Bar on Saturday the 3rd of December. It's going to be a great gig. Right. So we'll jump back into a few of these comments before we do the next song. I see James says, "Are you still doing the live podcast on the Rock on the Sunday dinner time?" Yes, I am. And here's the flyer for that there. So I'll put that up. Keep forgetting to mention this here. So just like we done last year in the PD before we were so rudely interrupted by the person having the christening downstairs and we had to finish early. So we're going to be doing, of course, the next day as well on Sunday the 4th of December, the official after party for the night before. So it's from 1 to 5, the live podcast with a couple of guests. We'll hopefully have a few guys in singing as well. Plus I'll be just doing my normal show, only live. It's free admission. So it's in the Rock Bar on Sunday the 4th of December. So there's the day after the big gig on the Saturday night. It's from 1 to 5. We're doing a live podcast, folks, upstairs in the Rock Bar. So if you're still about Belfast that weekend, get yourselves along to it. It's free in. I would love to see us all there, so I would. That's going to be another good day like we had last year. So this year we'll have no restrictions on the level of the music or anything. Nobody from downstairs will come up and say, "Turn that down. We're trying to have a christening down here and we don't be listening to your bloody Rebel music," like we had last year in the PD. Which was little said about that, or the better. James, yeah, it's great. Happy days. Right, I think that is all. Let's see. Marley says, I'll be getting one of the new t-shirts and getting the big spanner printed on it. Right, so next tune we're going to do, so this was another new listener here. We got this wee message through. Who was it? Let's see. For Stephanie French, another new name I haven't heard before on the show. So cheers for tuning in, Stephanie. She was looking we mentioned for herself and Robert and our wee man heading from Belfast, home from Belfast. Any chance of playing Bring Them Home? So here we go for this song here. There's probably, for me, the best version of it is our Oaks version. They've done live in the Brazen Head. Of course, this song was originally written for the Price Sisters, so it was. So this Bring Them Home, especially for Stephanie, Robert, and your wee man who are heading home from Belfast today. Listen to the show. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Here you go. It's Rebel Sundays. This is Bring Them Home from our Oak.
Well, here it's rain on the air. It's the voice of my country so fair. Oh, can't you feel? Oh, can't you see? The IRA will set them free. Well, here it's ring on the air. It's the voice of my country so fair. Oh, can't you feel? Oh, can't you see? The IRA will set them free. Well, in the jail in hell they see, in the prison where he died, lie two daughters of old Ireland, and they fill my heart with pride. For I know that England wishes that we'd let them die alone. But all the voices of old Ireland, they cry for us to bring them home. Hear it ring on the air. It's the voice of my country so fair. Oh, can't you feel? Oh, can't you see? The IRA will set them free. It was the love of dear old Ireland that brought them to that prison hell. But the ghosts of Pierce and Conley, they guard their lonely prison cell. And Clark and Plunkett stand beside them, MacDonagh, McDermott and Wolfe Tones. But all the voices of old Ireland, they cry for us to bring them home. Hear it ring on the air. It's the voice of my country so fair. Oh, can't you feel? Oh, can't you see? The IRA will set them free. Here we go! You men of Ireland, don't betray our daughters true. Proudly stand behind our Provost, for blessed they died for me and you. And though the tyrants may deny us, we shall break the hearts of stone, and all of Ireland will be singing when we bring our daughters home. Hear it ring on the air. It's the voice of my country so fair. Oh, can't you feel? Oh, can't you see? The IRA will set them free. Hear it ring on the air. It's the voice of my country so fair. Oh, can't you feel? Oh, can't you see? The IRA will set them free. Yes, the IRA will set them free. Thanks very much, thank you.
There we go. Son of Earl Garfield from live in the prison head, with especially for Stephanie and all her clan heading home from Belfast. So thanks very much for tuning in. Jesus Christ, hold on a second. Very sorry. I literally did not see that there. So I just looked at the camera there and I on the screen and seen this big whack of bloody Jesus Christ. You see? That's the old snowballs. What do they call them? I'm just waiting any comments coming through here now. Ro, what the hell's that stuck on your face, sir? Yep. But I'm definitely a Jack man myself. You can see there that wee ball. Definitely once you have one. That was a half of a tonic's tea cake stuck in my face. So it's still there. Okay. Your side. It's all gone now. I'll be getting some views for it there, so well. You can't unsee it now, Ro. Let's see, I wonder how many people have just took a screenshot of that page there, so they have before I got it off. Tea cakes, dirty, yes, dirty tea cakes indeed. Especially with my kit. Lovely, well, a nice cup of tea there, 2 tonics, tea cakes, and a Freddo. I'm a big child. Definitely, yeah. So that was bring them home, folks. This is Rebel Sundays here. Fenton says, "Were you getting ready for a shave, mate?" Anthony Hart, will you play the Lurgan Ambush, mate? The 40th anniversary on the 11th of November. So it is, right? Let's see. You waited long enough. So I hear Marty Higgins is playing in the Rock tonight. Yes, he is. Busy man. Actually, it was so Marty only got home during the week from a stint in Santa Ponsa. So I was speaking to him the other day. Actually trying to get Marty on the show today as guest. Come on, because he hadn't come on. He's been on before, just doing the phone interview, but he hasn't actually come on doing one of the video interviews. So basically, he says he's going to jump out today because obviously he's playing the Rock tonight. There's a few things happening. Very, very busy. Got to get back to home and then up to do the Rock Night. So he says, but maybe the next few weeks he definitely should be on. So hopefully maybe not next week, but maybe the week after we'll get Marty on the show live. So we'll also seeing he's home now, back from his gallivanting in Santa Ponsa. So he is. Dirty says, tell Kate where's mine. Marty, so he's just booked the carrick deal. There you go, mate. Fair play, the gig. Joseph McGuy says 20,000 of us Derry ones will be in the capital next Sunday for the FAI Cup final. 500 of us going on the train. Good luck to Derry City. Yes, definitely indeed. My old friend Barry Davey, who's a Derry City regular, so he is, and does Derry City podcast and all as well, who was seen we had on the show along with Ronan when we done the show from Derry City Sports and Social Club there a few weeks ago. So you hope well in the Derry, hopefully they do get a result next week in the capital at the Aviva. 20,000 fans, that's a massive crowd we bringing. Right, so what track we'll go play next? Go do a song from Clover next, folks. Obviously, Clover headlining our gig on the 3rd of December in the Rock Bar. So we'll go do a song, and this is actually a track from their album that's going to be released that night. So it is the Foggy Dew. I think this is the first one that they have put out in the public domain, just like a wee teaser to people, you know. As far as I know, it's going to be something. I think it's like 13 songs, something's going to be on it, and they sent me the track listing last week. Phenomenal, great track listen. So it is. Cannot wait to hear the rest of the album. So here we go. This is Clover, folks, with the Foggy Dew that was recorded live in the PD Club at last year's Big Fans Gathering. Here we go.
Okay, we're going to go on this time with a song from 1916 about the men and women making their way home after the 1916 Easter Rising. Let's hear you sing with us, the Foggy Dew. Was down the glen one Easter morn, the city fair of night, where armoured lights and marching men and squadrons did pass me by. Now I did hum their battle drum, they sound out its loud tattoo. Oh, but the angel's bell of the liffey swell rang out on the Foggy Dew. Right proudly and high over double the town, they hung out their flags of war. Was better to die neath an Irish sky than in Suvla or Soda Mar. From the plains of Royal Mead, strong men they came hurrying to, while Britannia's Huns and their long-range guns sailing through the Foggy Dew. 'Twas Britannia made our wild geese go, and small nations they might be free. Now their lonely graves are by Suvla's wives, and the fringe of the grey North Sea. On Monday died by Pierce's side, or fought with the Provost too. Now their names we will keep where the Phoenix sleep, neath the shroud of the Foggy Dew. But the bravest fell on the requiem bell, rang mournfully and clear. For those who died at Easter time, in the springing of that year. Oh, while the world did gaze in deep amaze, and those fearless men fought for you, who bore the fight so freedom to life, I shine through the Foggy Dew. Oh! It's back to the glens I rode again, though my heart with grief was sore. For I parted there with those gallant men, who I will never see no more. Oh, to and fro in my dreams I will go, I kneel and I pray for you. For slavery fled left the rebels dead, when you fell in the Foggy Dew. For slavery fled left the rebels dead, when you fell in the Foggy Dew. Oh! The Foggy Dew!
There we go. Soon of the Foggy Dew, folks, from Clover, Rabbleband, County Limerick here. Headline our gig in December the 3rd at the Rock Bar, folks, in Belfast here. The legendary Rock Bar. So that's going to be from Clover's latest live album. It was recorded last year at the PD Club at the Big Fans Gathering. As you can just see on the screen there, folks. So let's see, there's this is going to be the album cover, if you can see it here on the screen. There you go. The actual lily there, so that is the mural from on the wall outside the PD, so they took a picture at night. So yeah, it's a great album cover, I have to say. So it is, and the back album cover is even better, so it is with the track listen. So really looking forward to hearing the rest of the CD, folks. Right, so what time are you on? 10 past 4? 10 past. I need to change the clock on this here bloody thing here. One of my laptops says 10 past 3 and one of them says 10 past 4. Obviously the one that we're still going back from the times not being, I just had to double check there, but it's definitely 10 past 3 and not 10 past 4. So I'll just run into the bathroom and I had to wash my face to make sure the was off. So it was so it's 15. Oh sorry, well just to be precise, 15:07. Well, it's 15:10 from my phone, so it is. So we'll be finishing probably 3 minutes earlier than you when your phone says 4 o'clock. Angela, Meehan Puriano, how you doing, Angela? Kinky Boots, my daughter, please. Yes, we'll get that on, not a problem. Thank you. Sydney here says, I love to hear the energy of a live performance. And it's talking about people that don't stop. Look at this man here. I'm not booking my hotel room, Marty, until I win some tickets. It'll be a brilliant night. Hoping to do the Saturday down Dublin for Balfest 4 and then make a weekend of it. I would love to do it myself, heading to the Dublin gig. It's going to be a great gig. So it is. Right, so what do I have lined up next? So for Terry, who's doing my head on this day, always does every day, every week of the show, looking for a bit of Damien Quinn. She's a Damien Quinn bloody melter, but we'll love her really. So somebody asked her on to play Father's Blessing. So we're going to do Damien Quinn doing Father's Blessing. Obviously another song written by Jerry Glacken of the Irish Brigade, all about Joe McDonnell. So this is Father's Blessing from Damien's album that he released for the 40th anniversary of the hunger strikes. The album was called Song of the Lark. So here we go. This is especially for Terry, this one. This is on Rebel Sundays. This is Damien Quinn with the Father's Blessing, folks. Here we go.
Children's laughter, children's tears, childish joys of childhood years, fondest memories of our once happy home. It's not death that brings the pain, I would face it all again, but it grieves me so to leave you all alone. The wee ones still sigh when they hear their daddy's name. They sadly ask your wife, I won't be home again. How hard it is to know I'll never see them grow. Let my dying bring for them a better land. But he'd never know the fears that blighted my young years, nor the shackles that have bound my native land. May they see the joy of life and not cruel civil strife, foreign laws imposed by brutal strangers' hands. The wee ones still sigh when they hear their daddy's name. They sadly ask your wife, I won't be home again. How hard it is to know I'll never see them grow. Let my dying bring for them a better land. Let them grow in love and truth, let them blossom into youth, guided by their mother's loving hand. Let them cherish Ireland's pride, for this Joe MacDonald died. Let them know their father loved them and his lands. The wee ones still sigh when they hear their daddy's name. They sadly ask your wife, I won't be home again. How hard it is to know I'll never see them grow. Let my dying bring for them a better land. Let my dying bring for them a better land. Let them know their father loved them and his land.
It's Damien Quinn there from his album Song of the Lark. That is Father's Blessing, especially for Terry Craney, our resident Damien of the resident chairman of the Damien Quinn fan club on Rebel Sundays. So there you go. Let's see. Don't blame you. I'm deeply disappointed. There, folks, if you've asked for a request earlier on the show and I haven't played it yet, just put it back in the comments, will you? Because there's so many comments to do through here today with all of the like Twitter and sort of Facebook and YouTube. They're all coming through at once, and I don't see them all, and then obviously it just disappears. So if you've asked for a request and I haven't played it yet, just put it back in the comments, and I will definitely get it on this afternoon, hopefully before 4 o'clock. I'm going to change the clock on this here because it's I'm going to change it now. Let's see, change date and time. 15, 16. Okay, right there. Let's change now. So I would be putting me behind. Yeah, and Angela. I see Dee McCrae, Paddy Kelly. Listen, I think I played this here on the last show, mate. And maybe do it next week, okay? I say, like the songs I get there, I don't like to keep repeating them and playing the same songs, you know what I mean? Especially songs like about Paddy Kelly and what it's about and what it represents. I do sort of like to play it every few weeks, you know. I'm going to do it, so I hope you don't look annoyed if I don't play it today. So something else, mate, I'll get on for you. So Angela, yes, David Ravix, we're supposed to be up to Provost. Have I played that one lately? I'm not sure. When we get there, so we'll do that one there for James and the next couple of tunes. That was the song you asked for along, James. I was looking through all the comments trying to find it, and I couldn't see it. Right, so Angela was looking for Kinky Boots by the Irish Brigade. So Angela, thank you very much for the donation there. Much appreciated, you wee legend. Thank you very much. And again, folks, any of the rest is, if you're enjoying the show today and you have a few wee spare quids, the spare, could you drop them into me as a wee donation or a tip? You can do it by, you can just see it here beside. Above there is the Revolut barcode or the QR code, and below it there is the PayPal, just on my right hand side here. Just scan it with your phone and it'll bring you straight to the thing. Or if you don't want to scan it, you can basically go on to just type it in. If you're on Revolut or if you're on PayPal, you can type it in like this here. So it's PayPal .me/DJ Rose Show or Revolut.me/DJ Rose Show. And for some reason this isn't showing on the screen. What's going on there? Is that one showing? Something's happening here. It's not wanting to show my graphics for some reason. I bet there's one there and all start pretty shown in the middle of the next song is playing so well, but maybe they will, maybe they won't. Right, so for some reason that isn't going on. I don't know what's going on there. But right, anyway, so we'll go to this one. This is especially for Angela. From all the way over in America, who says just dropped this wee donation there on PayPal. So thank you very much, Angela. She was looking for Kinky Boots for the Irish Brigade. So this is actually probably the latest version they've done. It was the one when they recorded the album live in Graces over in Glasgow. So they did. So yeah, it's a great version. Actually, for me, a few wee extra. I think it's the one maybe with RHI in it, with Arlene Foster. So this, so could be. So yeah, and have Kieran Davenport playing mandolin on this album as well. So listen out for that. So Angela, this one's especially for you. This is the Irish Brigade recorded live in Graces in Glasgow with Kinky Boots.
We sang this time with the chorus, I've got a brand new shiny helmet and a pair of kinky boots. I drove my Saracen through your garden last night. Sing up around. I kicked your front door down around at midnight. Sing up around. Something telling me, boy, you're avoiding me. And when I find you, you'll go for your tea. Oh, I got a brand new shiny helmet and a pair of kinky boots. I got a lovely new black jacket and a lovely khaki suit. When we go on night patrol, we hold each other's hands. We are the British Army and we're here to take your land. My good friend Trevor, he's in the RUC. RC. But now they've handed him his redundancy. RC. Folks along the border won't be seeing him anymore. That Provost sniper will be missing him for sure. Oh, I got a brand new shiny helmet and a pair of kinky boots. I got a lovely new black jacket and a lovely khaki suit. And when we go on night patrol, we hold each other's hands. We are the British Army and we're here to take your land. My good friend Nigel, he's in the SAS. Oh yes, oh yes. He said a change is just as good as a rest. Oh yes, oh yes. Now they've gone and posted him way down to Cross the Glen. He was shed to blazes, he was back in jail again. Oh, I got a brand new shiny helmet and a pair of kinky boots. I got a lovely new flak jacket and a lovely khaki suit. And when we go on night patrol, we hold each other's hands. We are the British Army and we're here to take your land. Reverse this time for Arlene Foster, leader of the DUP. Darling Arlene,
good friend Arlene. She's been turning up the heat. She thinks us Fenians are just dirt beneath her feet. The Irish language act, she said she'd never pass. But now a crocodile just bit her up the ass. Oh, I got a brand new shiny helmet and a pair of kinky boots. I've got a lovely new flat jacket and a lovely khaki suit. And when we go on night patrol, we'll hold each other's hands. We are the British Army and we're here to take your land. Well, here we are, folks, in Glasgow, in Grace's Irish bar, with the Irish Brigade. I blew my salad through your garden last night. I kicked your front door down around at midnight. There's something telling me, boy, that you're avoiding me. And when I find you, you'll go for your cheek. Oh, I've got a brand new shiny helmet and a pair of kinky boots. I've got a lovely new flat jacket and a lovely khaki suit. When we go on night patrol, we hold each other's hands. We are the British Army and we're here to take your land. Well, we are the British Army and we're here to take your land. Yes, no.
There we go. So the Irish Brigade there with Kinky Boots called Leather and Graces over in Glasgow. Especially for Angela, that one. So thank you very much, Angela. Much appreciated. Just, I was just saying there, folks, there may be a problem with StreamYard, the software I'm using here, but I'd sort of said, tell me this here now. So if any of you are watching on the screen, right, of you on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook, whatever, I'm going to try and click something here and put it on the screen, right? So just tell me in the comments what it says on the there's working now, right? So that's it. For some reason, maybe just when there are songs playing there, but let's try another one. Let's see. Is that one working? See, I'm trying to get my thing on the screen for some reason. It's freezing here. So this trying to get the background where you can see me in the picture, but tell me this, ideally you can see me at the minute, or is it just the Rebel Sundays with big row on the screen? So I need to know, because it's not second graphic didn't show second graphic. So what's on the screen now? Is it Rebel Sundays with big row just still? Is that what's on the screen now? I need to figure this out. Maybe it's the internet connection, or it could be StreamYard themselves maybe having an issue. But like, alright, I'm trying to get that on there on the screen. It won't. I'm clicking on. Let's see. No, just Rebel Sunday. Rebel Sunday's a big row. RS with BR. Oh, you're very technical, aren't you? Marty. Right, let's see. This is pretty doing my head in. So whenever I want to get this back, I may just leave it here because it's I have to watch that there for the rest of the show. Right, so we're going to do a song for, we'll do this one here for James Devin McClave, who asked for it on. So he's looking for David Rovick's Up the Provost. So this is another song, normally gets his cut off Facebook. So James, if you are watching on Facebook and it suddenly cuts out, this is why. But sure, we'll get it back on straight away on Facebook if we can. So here we go, folks. Doing the last 35 minutes of today's show. Thanks to all of you who have been dropping me a donation over the last hour or so. It's much appreciated. Thank you. And everybody else, throw something in if you can. Right, here we go. This is Up the Provost on Rebel Sundays, folks.
He grew up on a farm in a troubled Irish land, under foreign rule and the British Crown's command. His father fought for Ireland 50 years before, but the Free State cut their losses and the English won the war. When internment without trial was the order of the day, when his brother was arrested and his friends were blown away, when he was beaten near to death, he decided come what may, he'd throw his lot in with the Provost and he joined the IRA. In the occupied 6 counties, perhaps it never will be known, all the foreign soldiers in Armagh and Tyrone who decided to head back across the Irish Sea so they wouldn't have to meet the man from south of Derry. He never wavered in his battle for Irish liberty, and the Crown would soon regret the day they called him enemy. The Brits called it bandit country, and it filled them all with fright. In the borderlands, he who walked the hills at night. Up the Provost, that's what he said. 3 little words that filled the British Crown with dread. With a rifle on his shoulder, a timer and a fuse. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. Once he was surrounded by the SAS, how he might escape. Up the Provost, that's what he said. And from this farmer's son, better men had fled. With a rifle on his shoulder, a timer and a fuse. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. The North's most wanted man, with his photo everywhere, but he eluded capture with his wit and dyed blonde hair. For 6 years he was active, 3 times as long as most. He became a legend, north to south and coast to coast. He came upon 2 soldiers out one night on patrol. They caught him in the firefight, and the bullets took their toll. Crawled off into the bushes, but they found him the next day. Grabbed him by his arms, and they carried him away. Up the Provost, that's what he said. With a shattered bone and a body full of lead, with a rifle on his shoulder, a timer and a fuse. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. They beat him and they tortured him, and they gave him 80 years. When they brought him to the H blocks, he was greeted there with cheers. He went right onto the blanket, and when the hunger strike began, he was the first to volunteer, along with Bobby Sands. He was an Irish soldier, that's how he did his time. He knew he was no criminal, occupation was the crime. Bobby Sands had passed beyond us, where Francis soon would be. And although he couldn't stand and he could barely see, up the Provost, that's what he said. As they carried him to hospital to lay in his deathbed, with a rifle on his shoulder, a timer and a fuse. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. Up the Provost, that's what he said. And soon there'd be another standing in his stead with a rifle on his shoulder, a timer and a fuse. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes.
So there we go. That was David Ravix with Up the Provost. So I see a few of you saying there, folks, maybe through it, oh, the sound's just gone or it just went off YouTube. So obviously I was trying to put the graphics on the screen and it was freezing for some reason. So I just got a notification there from SoundCloud saying, or from StreamYard, there was a problem with the internet connection, which I can't understand why, because I'm literally plugged straight into the router with the lead, so I'm not like using Wi-Fi or nothing or dial up or whatever. So it's the first time that's happened, but that's why. But I was just making sure that it was all clicking and stuff there. So it's yep, that's working through there now. Hopefully this comes back on again. Yeah, we're sucking diesel now, so I'm doing for the last half hour for you anyway, folks. So hopefully it is back on. Let's see. James Dad McClave says, thanks for that, Ro. You're a legend. Not been cut off on Facebook. Next we'll try 18 Brits. Just a little glitch. Let's see. You're back on now. Martin was off for a minute. Yeah, well, I think it was off on all the screen. Still on my screen. Joseph off your YouTube. Just let's see. Joseph says, yeah, your interview with him during lockdown was great. He had a very interesting life. Who are you talking about? David Ravix? Are you, Joseph? That's not who you're talking about. Let's see. Right, so what we're going to do next. So Ciara was asking for Ciara McCafferty playing Meet Me at the Pillar. So say anytime, the last time I played this, it might have been a few weeks ago, I played this version of the song. This is on the official Raising Songs and Stories album, right? But I have the album here, but I need to try and find the track list of it to play the proper studio version. So this one that I play normally on the show is the one that was just recorded with, I think it was somebody's phone or whatever, but still a great version. So at the start you can hear Ciara talking a bit about Ronan's dad, Jerry, and obviously what he meant to her and stuff and whatever, before she sings this here song, Meet Me at the Pillar. And it's this is the girl that sings the Martin McGuinness song, Where My Heart Will Always Be, the ballad of Martin McGuinness. Beautiful song. So for Ciara, this one was facing for you, Ciara McCafferty. Just looking at the people here who it says who are from America. Sydney Deering is saying it says 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. That means 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. for me in the US West Coast, but I'm here for it. So you're getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch this show live. So Sydney, that is dedication. Thank you very much. I know Joseph as well, who watches it live very, very early in the morning over in America. So fair play to you all. Feed the Bear. Have you played Grace? I'm just back in. Actually, no, I haven't played Grace, but I haven't played Grace in the show in a while. So I'll maybe get a version of that there and play on the show today. So play Kathleen. I've already played 2 Kathleen Largy songs today, Deirdre. So I think I played 2 anyway. Right, so this is Ciara McCafferty with wee intro first about the song, and then this is Meet Me at the Pillar, especially for Ciara. The other Ciara Griffin, who asked for it. Here we go.
Folks, I'd like to thank Ronan, where are you? There you are, for inviting me to feature in this wonderful CD for an even more wonderful man. I remember the last thing Jerry ever says to me, and I had the privilege of being at his very last gig, and he says to me, if it wasn't for that man there, I wouldn't get doing the things I love. So, Ronan, this is for you. This is Meet Me at the Pillar. He was walking down by Island Bridge, just doing as I please. This April day was sunny, there was but a gentle breeze. I wandered up the old stone steps into the Phoenix Park to watch the children laugh and play in the hours before dark. to the monument, and I lay down on the ground, and people started crying when they heard about our son. I don't know what came over me. For a moment I could hear the echo of a soldier's voice kept calling in my ear. Meet me at the pillar, son. Please meet me there at noon. I need you, brave young Irishman. There's something we must do. Meet me at the pillar, son, for still it's not too late. It's time to sing a freedom song. Come soon, I cannot wait. I turned around to see a smile, but nobody was there. In the distance I could hear the drums, yet a stillness fills the air. I close my eyes and in my dreams a soldier I could see. He said his name is Patrick Pierce and kept on calling me. Meet me at the pillar, son. Please meet me there in noon. I need you, brave young Irishman. There's something we must do. Meet me at the pillar, son, for still it's not too late. It's time to sing a freedom song. Come soon, I cannot wait. The full night I lay awake, and many times I cried. I could not answer his command, no matter how I tried. There in the dark I did my best to say a silent prayer, that when they take him to his fate, you know how much I care. Meet me at the pillar, son. Please meet me there at noon. I need you, brave young Irishman. There's something we must do. Meet me at the pillar, son, for still it's not too late. It's time to sing a freedom song. Come soon, I cannot wait. It's time to sing a freedom song. Come soon, I cannot wait. Thank you.
Just class that there's the Meet Me at the Pillar from Ciara McCafferty, especially for Ciara Griffin, that one there. So my ma just texted me and said could I play the Martin McGuinness song for the last show today. So listen, we'll definitely get there. The Fredo alone has got you that song this afternoon. So James just texted me, sent me a picture there in ice of his fridge, right? And literally the bottom is full of these bloody tins of Budweiser. Anybody can drink them, I don't know. They bloody blow ahead of me. They're too strong, them tins. He says, the fridge is still full of beer. I've only had 9 cans so far during your show. 9 tins in the last, 2 hours and 20 minutes. 9 tins of beer. Jesus Christ, man, I thought by Johan would put some beer away. So far, I have enough to keep me in the house all day. Play on. Good man yourself. So right, what we're going to do next? So we're talking about Marty Higgins. He is playing in the Rock Bar the next 2 years, folks. And hopefully in the next few weeks we're going to get Marty on the show for a QB interview. Obviously he's back now from Santa Ponsa, straight back into work as well. He was playing at a private party last night up in Legneil for Terry Crawford, nor listener to the show for his birthday party. So he's playing back in the Rock night at Rebel Sundays from 10 o'clock. So if anybody's about, head down to the Rock and you'll be able to see Marty. Very, very rare to see Marty about these shores unless you're over in Santa Ponsa throughout the year. Usually from about March to November he plays. Right, so go do a song from Marty, and hopefully this is the right song, because this album, Rule of Honor, and they're both on Spotify as well now. So for everything to Marty for figuring out how to get his albums on. His album, Lullabies and Battle Cries plus Rule of Honor are both on Spotify now, folks, so check them out. So this one we're going to play the ballad of Gerard Casey. This is actually the one that whenever I was doing interviewing Marty in his house in Glenravel, he will play a couple of live songs in his house, and I played the cajon, the wee box drum I play alongside this here song, Gerard Casey. Now not this version, just the one that we had recorded for YouTube. So hopefully this is Gerard Casey, but I know on this album here there's 2 or 3 songs that are, it says the song is what it is, but it's not actually. It's the next one down or something. So hopefully this is Gerard Casey with a bit of luck for Marty Higgins. If not, we'll just play whatever song it is. Let's see. Yeah, Gerard Casey, here we go. Right, folks, we'll have just under 20 minutes left today.
The song that I sing of a brave young Irishman and the struggle for freedom to free Ireland. I joined the IRA and became a volunteer to his comrades in arms. He never showed no fear. Volunteer Gerard Casey, freedom fighter to all, to the plight of his country, he answered the call. And while in active service, he would never question why that brave volunteer was not afraid to die. This man from North Antrim, I'm sure you've all heard tell, Gerard Casey's name, the shark and he did dwell. He fought for his country and he gave up his life for his family and friends in his darling young wife. In his younger days, he lived life to the full, playing Gaelic football when things were not so dull. Working with his father, he served out his time to set Ireland free. To him it was no crime. No stranger to harassment at the hands of the foe. He was tortured, arrested, to Castlereagh to go, and threatened by imprisonment and death in the end. That brave volunteer, till then he would not bend. This man from North Antrim, I'm sure you've all heard tell, Gerard Casey's his name, the shark and he did dwell. He fought for his country and he gave up his life for his family and friends, his darling young wife. The cruel British assassins in the cover of the dark, they headed for a sharking and off to Shamrock Park. And with their guns of terror, they kicked down the door. The cowards went looking for that family man of 4. And they found him with his wife and his baby girl in bed. And they sprayed English bullets, they shot Gerard Casey dead. The cowards they fled in the cover of the night for his family and friends who carry on the fight. This man from North Antrim, I'm sure you've all heard tell, Gerard Casey's name, the shark and he did dwell. He fought for his country and he gave up his life for his family and friends, his darling young wife. His funeral at St. Mary's, armed forces of the crown, when large crowds assembled as the rain it poured down. The piper he played a farewell at the grave, in memory of Gerard, the bravest of the brave. Shannon volunteer from Northampton Brigades in a rain-swept graveyard is where Charles lays. Volunteers who went before him, they line the plot. Ger Casey and their names will never be forgot. This man from Northampton, I'm sure you've all heard tell. Ger Casey's his name, the shark and he did well. He fought for his country and he gave up his life for his family and friends, his darling young wife. This man from Northampton, I'm sure you've all heard tell. Ger Casey's name, the shark and he did well. He fought for his country and he gave up his life for his family and friends, his darling young wife. For his family and friends, his darling young wife.
There we go. Sort of Marty Higgins, Glenn Ravel's finest son. There with the ball to Ger Casey. This is Rebel Sundays, folks, on the Rebel podcast. Hold on a second there. Got a boy from Tom McDuff are coming in. Yeah, this is what we're still in. We're here at 4 o'clock. So another few songs for you today. We'll make over slightly over 4. So we'll. So Marty said, or so. James said he's actually struggling. He only had 9 tins of beer. Joseph says 9 tins. I'm struggling with my 5th. Marty says I'm struggling with my coffee. Actually, big Johan is the match today. The AIK game. This is going to be the very last game ever in his career for Michael Lustig. Obviously, great player for Celtic. Obviously, legend. So he was scored some cracking goals. And still to this day, obviously, the one where we beat the Huns. The cream buns. Hopefully, don't cut off there. And he went and grabbed the Caps hat on, put it on his head. But Johan uploaded a picture last week of him outside the training ground. He was getting Lustig to sign a Sweden top that he got for Pedro, our other friend, and I sort of photoshopped it and put the policeman's hat on Lustig, the picture. But yeah, Lustig, what a player! But it's looking like I think AIK must be getting beat today, so it must be. So it's looking like he's going to be getting beat on his last ever match. Let's see. They're all saying Gio says Gio will have to resign. There's no way he's going to resign. Like, no manager in their right mind would ever resign. Why would you? At the end of the day, you're in a contract for a certain amount of money. If you resign, you don't get the money you're owed. If they sack you, they have to pay you. I think that's the problem now. I think they might have sacked Gio a few games ago, so they might have. But they just don't have the coin. They don't have the coin to sack him, so it's quite hilarious to watch. So it is. Right, so Deirdre was looking for a bit of the Wolfe Tones. So probably one of the best songs that I think it suits Tommy Byrne's voice. For me, the Wolfe Tones is the Snowy Breasted Pearl. Love this song. So here we go. It's the Wolfe Tones, folks, especially for Dirty Cardwell. This is with the Snowy Breasted Pearl on Rebel Sundays. Last 3 songs of the day for you. Here we go.
There's a calling fair and made for a year and for a day. I have sought by every way her heart to gain. There's no art of tongue or eye, fond youths with maidens cry. Yet I tried with ceaseless sigh, yet cried in vain. If to France or far of Spain she'd cross the watery main, to see her face again, the seas I'd brave. What if this is heaven's decree, that mine she may not be? May the Son of Mary me in mercy save. Oh, the blooming milk white dove, to
There we go. Tommy Byrne there of the Wolfe Tones with Snowy Breasted Pearl, especially for Dirty Cardinal. That one. That is one interview I would love to get on. Tommy Byrne. That would be class. I just seen Sony put a stat up there. Obviously, with St Johnson beating the Buns today. It says the current St Johnson manager has won more trophies than the last 5 Rangers managers combined. That's quite a funny stat, so it is. There we go. Right, so folks, listen, cheers to all for tuning in today. Absolutely great. Mixing up the 7 Foggy later on. Let's see. Play Martin McGuinness. Yes, I'm going to do it there for the very, very last song of the day, okay? So, yes, Ro, what Jim McCaff said. Well, what did Jim McCaff say? They need more Pokemen and Vans. Jelly and Ice Cream Part 2. Oh, God. Can we play it? Right, so this is the second last song of the day, folks. Again, thank you very much to all of you for tuning in today. Great show, to be honest. So just glad my voice is back. I've been able to ramble on like you enjoy so much. We'll be back next week, folks, don't worry, at 1 o'clock. And on the countdown is on now to our big gig in the Rock Bar on Saturday the 3rd of December. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, get on to me or get on to the Rock Bar. Still selling tickets, folks. You can pay at the door if you want, but I advise people to get your tickets beforehand. Right, so this is the second last song of the day. This is a bit of Emer, who's busy just wrecking the place at the minute, selling out shows wherever she's going to. For a player with her band coach and their drummer as well now. I have to find out who this guy is playing the drums. Right here, so this is Emer from our album called Live in the Rock. We've mentioned the Rock a lot today, so this is Emer Live in the Rock with the Ambush at Drum the Killie.
Gonna do another song this time. Take us over to County Tyrone. 3 volunteers. For Jerry and Martin Hart and for Brian Mullen. An Irish Brigade song called Ambush at Drum the Killie. Once again, black flags are hoisted in the county of Tyrone. 3 more good men lie butchered by the forces of the crown. We shed tears of grief and anger as the news spread quickly around. How the SAS had waited without warning, gunned them down. Now the green flags wrapped around them, gloves and berets on their chests. We salute 3 gallant soldiers as we lay them down to rest. On the road past Drum the Killie, sour roads and roadways still. There the Sassmen laying waiting to do Maggie Thatcher's will. Like Loughgall and like Gibraltar, British justice, it has no thrills. They came to Tyrone for vengeance, and their orders were to kill. Now the green flags wrapped around them, gloves and berets on their chests. We salute 3 gallant soldiers as we lay them down to rest. Jerry and Martin Hart, we've lost you. We remember you with pride. You both had so much to live for. Now your dreams have been denied. Brian Mullen, we will miss you with your friendly, smiling face. Though you died with your fond comrades, in our hearts you'll keep the place. Now the green flags wrapped around them, gloves and berets on their chests. We salute 3 gallant soldiers as we lay them down to rest. 3 brave volunteers have gone now. What is there left to say? It was Ireland's love that called them when they joined the IRA. So let Thatcher send her murderers to the hills of green Tyrone. It is she who will Sunday morning when we sent our soldiers home. Now the green flags wrapped around them, gloves and berets on their chests. We salute 3 gallant soldiers as we lay them down to rest. Now the green flags wrapped around them, gloves and berets on their chests. We salute 3 gallant soldiers as we lay them down to rest.
How can you see looking through those tears? Don't you know you're worth your weight in gold? I can't believe that you're alone in here. Let me warm your hands against the cold. A close encounter with a hard-hearted man who never gave half of what he got has made you wish that you'd never been born. That's a shame, 'cause you got the lot. Hey, yeah, you with a sad face, come up to my place and live it up. You beside the dance floor, what do you cry for? Let's live it up. If you smile, who wants to fall down on all the people in this pickup joint? But if you laugh, you level this town. Hello, girl, let's just
Yeah, we bit of a mental as anything there if you live it up. Especially for him with the sad face himself, Chris Boyd. Just stuff you love to see on Sky Sports News or whatever. Like, and as I mentioned yesterday, like how he is now a regular panelist on Soccer Saturdays. It's just lost the. I know when we get rid of all the other guys, like, I mean, we'll go bring youth and all and maybe change the layout, but like Chris Boyd, like, Jesus Christ. But listen, folks, we're going to finish up the show for you. Thank you very much. Cheers for all you who have tuned in today. Cheers for all your requests. Cheers for all the banter. Cheers to everybody who's given me a tip or donation. It's much, much appreciated. So we're going to finish up. Normally, I always finish the show with Jackie Duddy, but a few people have asked for this one today, especially my ma, and but she's given me a Fredo bar and the tea cake, so I had to do this for, you know. So we're going to finish up with another Derry song by another sort of absolutely Derry legend, Martin McGuinness. So this is a song that Kieran McCaffrey, who had her on earlier on singing Meet Me at the Pillar. This is absolutely beautiful song. I know you all love the words in it are so powerful. So it's the ballad of Martin McGuinness, Where My Heart Will Always Be, folks. Just the last song of the day. I'll be back next Sunday again at 1 o'clock, so thank you very much. Maybe with a guest, maybe not. I'll let you know during the week. Here we go.
Thinking of my childhood, growing up in the Bogside. People lived their daily lives, in hard times they did strive. But little did I know then what I would come to be, a soldier of my country, my life to see it free. As the conflict happened around me, and people marched for rights, injustice it was plain to see. It was a time to fight. No more the rule of no more an orange state. No more will we be second class. My calling was fate. And in the years that followed, I chose to heed the call, to stand along with Ireland's braves resist that lion's claw. From the Bogside and the New Lodge, in Tyrone and South Armagh, for the freedom of this country, great volunteers we had. As I look back on the struggle and proud of all we've done to create the time for peace again, our chance to be as one, the hope of just one Ireland, the dream of 32. It was not for me to finally see I won't be here with you. Standing at my door, my family all around me, and all their hearts so sore. The main man made the call now, it's time for me to go. No more will I see green and high, or fish in rivers flow. Then take me to Cuchulainn and lay me by his side, along with my brave comrades. Beneath this cross I lie. I'll look out on the Bogside, where my heart will always be, and know that I will rest in peace, as you set Ireland free. I look out on the Bogside, where my heart will always be, and know that I will rest in peace, as you set Ireland free.
Winds are slow, our tender on the come. They buzz face hair, chanting a shun share pasta. The akbar pantera not the top, and dots I am sabar well. They gone their kill on was no sill. They gone their scrape. They labot now be lit. Charlotte cannon around the veil. Thanks,
You have been listening to Rebel Podcast with Rory Carson. To listen to this and past episodes again, and to also check out future episodes, keep an eye on our official SoundCloud page. We are also available on all social media outlets. Just search Rebel Podcast. Bhí si bh géisteach an sin is an fád cruailí Rebel le Rory McCarson. Le héisteach le seo agus hir hagran a ríis, agus na hagran atá le teach, caisúil ar siúificail sugin ar SoundCloud, agus táid ar fáil ar gach cinneal ardan ar na main thuaisiilta. Ní mór dit ag fád cruailí Rebel a chuirda.